presenting Webcast Wednesdays. Every Wednesday from 6A to 2B, you can watch us live on the web. 971 FM Talk. From all the cool guests and wacky hijinks on the Adam Carolla Show, to the internal feuding and alcohol consumption on Frosty, Huddy, and Frank.
Webcast Wednesdays!
Webcast Wednesdays, every Wednesday.
This is another Grammy Spotlight. You may remember Bobby Thicke, lead singer for the early 80s supergroup Chafed Thighs. After being comatose for nearly 20 years, Bobby's new CD, Christ, I'm on Fire, has scored him a Grammy nomination in this year's No, He's Not Dead category. Bobby told me why he returned to recording.
When you're homeless for like 20 years and stuff, he'll just do anything for your next fix, a meal.
Bobby told me an amusing story of how he came up with the idea for Christ, I'm on Fire.
I'm there one day and these kids come up and they were, but they had, I thought it was soda and they poured it on me and then threw a match and poof, there I go, up in flames. I swear I saw Jesus Christ. And he said to me, hey, asshole, get in a puddle.
Catch Bobby performing Christ, I'm on Fire when he comes to this Sunday night.
Hey, check it out. You're watching Webcast Wednesday. Stay tuned because there's more awesome stuff coming up. Guaranteed. 97.1 FM Talk.
Do you suffer from sinus headache pain?
The pounding, the throbbing, oh!
Want fast relief? Get new Nasocynosol Mist, formerly by prescription only, now available over the counter. Nasocynosol Mist. Nasocynosol is not for children under the age of 12 or persons suffering from chronic fatigue, dry mouth, psoriasis, forgetfulness, or hair lip. Studies have shown that in some cases, nasocynosol may cause violent diarrhea, excruciating intestinal cramping, and strong desire to die. Certain test subjects also experience severe memory loss, hair loss, prickly heat, sexual dysfunction, hallucinations, and kidney failure. The makers of nasocynosol are not responsible for anyone gullible enough to put untested crap like this into their respiratory system. Say goodbye to sinus headache pain.
Headache's gone, but my stomach feels kind of weird.
Ask your pharmacist about Nasocynosol Mist.
97.1.
This is Dead Air. We wanted to say something here, but this is Dead Air. So please stand by, but for now, this is Dead Air. This is getting old real fast, but this is Dead Air. We had to fill this time with something. This is Dead Air. Well, you hasten the commercials, but you've got to admit this is better than any commercial. Well, you hasten the commercials, but you've got to admit this is better than any commercial.
Consultation. Just stay still, miss. You'll be fine. Accidents happen, but what happens next is your call.
Law Offices of Jacob Emrani.
The Law Offices of Jacob Emrani. Call 877-LA-LAW 911. That's 877-LA-LAW 911. Or go to LALaw911.com today.
This is the Adam Carolla Show, webcast live at adamcarolla.com. Let's check Adam's voicemail.
Hey, Adam. I am obsessed with you, so much so that my daughter even asked me if I liked Adam more than her. So there it is.
How say you? Call 866-901-ADAM. It's the Adam Carolla Show.
You say you like him in a different way. Adam, I like as a friend, but you I like. 866-901-ADAM. How say you? Phone calls. Let's speak to Rachel. Rachel?
Good morning, Adam.
What's happening? Where are you calling from?
Atlanta.
What are you, one of them podcasters?
I am.
Good times, baby.
Yes, it is.
How'd you get onto the show?
I was doing a Google search for you one day, trying to find old love lines, and I found your show.
Oh, good times. When was that?
In the middle of the Bonaducci era.
You stayed with it. God
Yes,
love
I
you.
did.
What's happening, Rachel?
Well, first of all, I wanted to tell you that you were talking about how you didn't know your high school fight song, but you knew all the words to Taboo 2.
Yeah, I
So
do.
do I. I have no idea what my high school fight song is, but I know all the words to Taboo 2.
You want to sing it together?
I would love to sing it with you.
Wow, you're 21?
I am.
You sound hot.
Do you know the lyrics to Taboo 2 from this show?
From this show and from Loveline. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Now, do you want to sing the Gotta Get It On one where we just repeat Gotta Get It On 1,500 times? Or do you want to do the He's Got It All?
I love You've Got It All.
Okay.
He has it all, yes he does.
Keep up, baby. He knows how to please in every day. Wait a minute. You go solo here.
He can do more than
imagine. Do it with style.
Do you think she understands veal?
Oh, yes,
Yes,
he
he
does.
does. I know that
That you knew him. Come on. You know it. Everyone. That's why I'm doing it in concerts. Well, maybe you did. But you don't.
You do that thing where you hold the mic out to the crowd.
Yeah, maybe Lenny Kravitz could do this one.
Only reveal
what he wants you to see, and then shows it all. And when he does, he satisfies me. All right, Rachel, hold on.
Yes.
Seems like you're waiting just a beat to hear what the actual lyrics are, and then you're singing. But you do have them committed to memory?
I do.
All right, have you ever seen Taboo 2?
I've never seen Taboo 2.
I'd like to come out to Atlanta and show it to you one day.
I would love that.
What do you look like?
5'2", double D's, 140.
Mm-hmm.
Hair, green eyes.
Slow spinner, I like that.
If she looks like T, she's disgusted.
How about I bring my long snapping sack? Taboo.
That was so hot.
I'll bring the Taboo. I'll bring the entire series, and you warm up the Postum, and we'll just hunker down for a long weekend.
Rachel, do you enjoy Postum?
Actually, could you bring Mike Chaffee instead?
Oh, whoa.
Ooh, wait a second. I think he'll travel.
Is there a problem with your server? What's going on? What do we need Chaffee for? You have a crush on Mike Chaffee?
I have a little bit of a crush on Mike Chaffee.
Wow. When you say crush, you mean if you leaned on him, you would crush him?
Maybe. No, Rachel,
No,
this
I
is
just love
good.
the nerds.
This is important because Chaffee's on a dry spell.
Lose the weight, Chubby.
I heard that the other day on the show, yeah.
Oh, boy.
It's been 4 years, I think.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
disappointing.
Yeah, his penis has that new penis smell. It's been so long.
Rachel, do you know how grateful he would be to you?
I don't know if I like grateful so
Rachel,
much.
you know
but I
how
love
dead he would be
nerds.
with all that pent-up aggression?
Hey, you guys could eventually start a family and have a bunch of little nerds running around. When I say little, I mean husky, of course. But you understand the metaphor, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They'd be half nerds.
Say, would you like to talk to Chaffee? Because that man will get on a plane.
You're that nerd.
Oh, it's fantastic.
All right. Hang on a second.
I just messaged him.
Petey.
He's cutting my audio for the news, but I'm willing to sacrifice that chimp 911 call.
Now, Rachel, when you say 5'3", 140 on the phone,
Yeah.
we're going to go 5'2", 155, right?
I know you did that the last time I called.
You got a little extra weight on you.
Yeah. Well, no, I don't. But you did that the last time I called.
Well, but wait a minute. If I got out of scale right now and put a gun to your head, you'd go over 145, right?
Like Chaffee cares. It's been 4 years.
Right.
Here he is.
Mike, double D's, though, right?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, they talk about
Chaffee doesn't care about that kind of
Chaffee's
stuff.
a C-cup. How dare you? And what do you do, Rachel?
I'm a student in Atlanta at Georgia Tech.
Mm-hmm. And a lot of your folks over there at Georgia Tech, they like Taboo 2 in the theme song, do they?
I'm not sure my girlfriends would be very into that kind
Into
of
that. Mike?
Yeah.
Hey, what's happening, Ace?
Yeah, Mike Coffey sounded very casual. I see why I've been late here.
I like the forced casual pose you struck, too.
Yeah.
Because if you can do it physically, you can sort of trick your mind into thinking this is fine.
Yeah. Carl Lewis was bringing home Olympic gold last time. Chaffee got laid, by the way.
Do you remember the last time, any of the details?
I was a little drunk. You're going to find that shocking. But yeah, I was in school and, at college, drinking a little bit.
What was the dude's name?
Did you see him again after that?
Yeah, I was a junior, so yes. Yeah. Yeah.
Rachel?
Yeah.
He's low mileage.
Yeah, that's good.
Let me ask Rachel an important question from Chaffee's point of view. Do you like The Simpsons?
I love The Simpsons.
Oh, my God.
That's some good news right there.
Favorite episode?
Favorite episode is probably the one with Stampy the elephant.
Oh, Stampy when he gets the elephant. He brings Stampy the elephant home. Yeah, season, 5 or something?
Yeah.
KBBS going to give me something stupid.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I promise I'm not dumb.
Rachel, have you gotten a look at Chaffee?
Yes, I've seen his picture.
He's cute, isn't he?
Yeah.
No, he's cute. He really is. I don't understand the dry spell. How dare you?
All guys' dry spells are sort of self-imposed because no guy is unattractive enough to go 4 years. I mean, Mike's trying, but you really, it's not about being attractive. It's about self-confidence, personal momentum, things like that.
What do you think is going on?
I've been busy. I was trying to...
I've been busy masturbating and crying.
I'm busy. Oh, okay, I've not been that busy. But I was focused, I should say, on trying to...
On masturbating and crying?
Masturbating and crying. No, on just trying to get a job in entertainment and then, just turning that into some other stuff.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, so right. I've been focused on the wrong things, I guess you could say.
How about you focus on Rachel's double Ds? Rachel, I'm going to put you on hold.
All right,
You and Chaffee can speak off the air. Atlanta's a hub for, Southwest or I don't know where. But the point is, Delta.
Yeah,
Go ahead and hop on one of those Delta flights and meet her at the airport. Yeah. Bang her in the Cinnabon and hustle back so you can get here by the 10 o'clock hour.
Done and done.
All right, Rachel. Good times there, sweetie. Let's see. Patrick?
Yeah?
How say you, my brother?
I say very good. Actually, I used to work in a porn store, and I saw Taboo too, which is aside from what I wanted to talk to. But I don't really remember it because I kind of fell asleep because I was kind of really stoned.
Good times. Question?
I just saw The Hammer a little while ago, rented it. Sorry.
Thanks. Well, it's
I was just curious, you talked a lot before about having dyslexia or being illiterate if you were black. But,
yes.
But I was just curious how you managed to write a whole movie.
Hooked up with a guy named Kevin Hench who doesn't have either one of those problems. So Annie has a computer, and then I would just we'd just talk it out. And he'd do the typing, I'd do the talking, and he'd do some talking and typing too. That's how it works. I mean, look, in life, everybody, whether it's a marriage, whether it's a professional partnership, or whatever it is, treat your life like a gin hand. If you've got a bunch of cards, go find someone who has the cards you need, not a bunch more of your cards. We do that all the time, where everyone has the same interests and the same skill sets and the same strengths and the same weaknesses, and then we all get together, and now there's two guys who aren't good at one thing, but real good at another thing. Find the opposite. In a weird way, it's like a camping trip. Don't have both of you be expert fishermen. Have one be an expert marksman and have the other be an expert fisherman, or one be an expert hunter and the other or have one guy be an expert at starting a campfire and have the other guy be great at getting food. Not both great at starting a campfire, so you can both stare at it and go hungry.
You can extend that into your personal life, too. I think T did that in her marriage. I mean, she found a guy who's really emotionally stable, healthy. But seriously, I mean, like, you look for people who sort of
rational.
complement your...
Yeah, he's patient.
Right.
He's good.
Absolutely. So, Patrick, if you're in the same boat I'm in, and unless I've written a ton of scripts, I've just hooked up with guys that could write. I mean, they could physically write, and then it's easy to do. Just say the words.
Cool. Is there work on another movie? Because you mentioned that I watched the audio commentary and all the deleted scenes and junk.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah, I was curious because you talked about another movie briefly, like literally just said that's for the next movie, and I was curious if there was a next movie that you were working on.
Yeah, I already wrote one, and I'm working on another, but it's tough because it's as I've said many times, it's all about who's in it. It's not really about whether the script is good or not. We lead people to believe that if you write a really good script, it's going to get made. No, you write a really bad script, and you get Adam Sandler to be in it, and then it gets made. That's how it works.
Much of that.
All right, but doesn't mean you shouldn't write the script anyway. All right, what should we do here, people? Somebody got weed brownie. Let's cut right to the trouble here. Let's see. Hey, Mary?
Hello.
You have a question / comment?
Well, I'm calling because Giovanni's too sad to call himself.
Oh, no. How do you know Giovanni? From the message board?
Yeah, there are some reasonable people left on there. I know there's a lot of creepy freaks these days, but we've heard we may be losing you.
That's right. I have ovarian cancer.
Stage 4?
Yeah. You're talking about this show.
Yeah.
Well, let's just say this.
The show has ovarian cancer.
We'll be making a large-style announcement tomorrow. You can probably do the math.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Giovanni has a whole business plan for you.
Uh-huh.
Would you consider, doing a podcast? Because this is really bad for us.
Uh-huh. Yes, I would, I will.
Like, for me, this is, I know, I'm a fairly stable gal, but you are like a foundation for my quality of life.
Oh, baby.
It's really sad.
It's really sad that I've become a foundation for anyone's quality of life.
You're just so smart. You're like a mentor, and I have a full life, but you've been a really important part of it.
Who else are you going to watch Long Snap at 6 a.m.?
Yeah, or just hear a description of their long snap.
Hey, Mary, I appreciate that, and I know Giovanni's
I'm concerned about Giovanni.
He can't call himself. He's too sad to call.
All right. Here's what I will say to all the people out there who may have heard some things. Yes, there will be a large announcement. We will do that tomorrow, I guess, or we'll get into it later today. Either way, we'll play it by ear. And B, you will find me, and you will find me via the webcast. So all you junkies out there can get yourself a little hit of the Ace Man methadone. And
we need to know what's going on with you.
That should keep you going. Well, I'll be complaining about the same crap you've heard over and over again.
Yeah, I need that bad.
All right. Keep your head up. We'll get through this, Mary.
Yeah, make sure Giovanni's going to be okay. I'm concerned.
We will take ourselves a break. T-Bone.
Yeah.
Let's press on. The news.
Well, it's a news story you will go ape for, unless you're being viciously attacked by a chimp.
I'm watching it on the news right now. Look, I got to say this. I feel sorry for the woman who was attacked, but if someone forced me to wear a diaper and nothing else, I'd be pissed too. Like,
would you though?
My kid wears a diaper and then pulls the sweatpants over the diaper. You know, old people wear a diaper. The monkeys walk around in a diaper and nothing else. That's a bad look.
It's undignified.
Thank you. We'll take at least give me a. You know, if I'm a monkey, you know what the best of all attire is? The spacesuit.
Ooh.
Astronaut monkey. You know what I mean?
Overheat though, because you got fur.
Just that blue jumper. You know, the zip up, the American flag on the sleeve. Put that. Now, we know the diaper's on underneath. Astronauts wear diapers.
You'd like the diaper.
Yeah, you're right. Just during the summer months.
That's right.
We'll take a quick break. Back with the news next.
Stay close for more.
No! Don't shut me up!
Of the Adam Carolla Show.
You're watching Webcast Wednesdays with Adam Carolla. 97.1 FM Talk.
The Hoff. David Hasselhoff.
That's right, he's the Hoff, and he's coming live to Gibson Amphitheater. And your friends here at 97.1 The Rooster, SoCal's only death metal talk station, want to send you to go see David Hasselhoff. Just be caller 10 when you hear the Hoff say this.
Jump in my car. I want to take you home.
Or something like that. The winner's gonna get a family 4-pack of tickets to see David Hasselhoff live at Gibson Amphitheater. All these amazing tunes are brought to you by your friends over at Gibson Amphitheater and 97.1 The Rooster, SoCal's FM Hoff.
Jump in my car. I wanna take you home.
Like his
101, Thursdays at 5.
I love to hump. I hump with a condom.
Right now is the perfect time to advertise your business on 97.1 FM Talk. That's because we're SoCal's #1 radio station with adults with money to spend. We've also got 3 times the streaming audience of any other station in town. Oh, sure, times are tough, but that means only the smart will survive. And smart businesses know that the ones that advertise today are the ones that will be here tomorrow. Like Sit and Sleep, Southern California Ford dealers, Miles Berman, and Trader Joe's. So do yourself a favor. Call Dave Severino today at 323-930-7350. He'll get you on the air fast. And he's making deals. Be one of the smart businesses. Call Dave Severino at 323-930-7350.
Blankets 101, Thursdays at 5.
This is 97.1 Music.
Scanning the dial to save the AM. Jack Silver horse's ass. Jack Silver horse's ass. Jack Silver's horse's ass.
We are living in a venereal world, and I am no venereal girl. You know that we are living in a venereal world, and I am no venereal girl.
Why do God kids love me so much? I'm not that depressed. I'm not that depressed.
I hump with a condom. I hump with a condom. I hump with a condom.
Dropping my sponge right in her face, squirting that hot suds all over the place. I say, ugh.
Jesus, what the hell was that? 97.1 FM Talk.
Hey kids, feeling like you've got an energy crisis? Then you didn't start the day the okay way, with tons of freaking sugar.
If you're feeling a little slow, you need a breakfast that helps you go. Fill your bowl with high octane, it's tons of freaking sugar.
Tons of freaking sugar. The breakfast cereal loaded with 100 grams of natural pure cane energy in every spoonful. Little Billy got the school day blues? No problem. He'll be bouncing off the walls after one bowlful. Little Sally missed the bus again? Don't worry. She'll outrun it thanks to tons of freaking sugar.
If you're running a little late, need a breakfast that's always great. Saccharin will never do, you need tons of freaking sugar.
Tons of freaking sugar. Another fine food from the folks at Syrup World.
Hey, check it out. You're watching Webcast Wednesday. Stay tuned because there's more awesome stuff coming up. Guaranteed. 97.1 FM Talk.
Please stand by. Please stand by. Stand by. Stand by. Stand by. We'll now take a pause. So gather your thoughts. We hope that you'll please stand by. Please stand by. Please stand by. Stand by. Stand by. Stand by. There's no need to go. We'll be back to the show. So please, please, please stand by. Commercials take up time. So let's just all unwind. Soon we'll be back to the show. Commercials take up time. Oh, it's just too much time. Soon we'll be back to the show.
Adam Carolla Mornings.
It's good. It's not great for nudity.
Tom Leykis Afternoons.
So you thought everything was bad. You thought everything was going down the old crapper.
This is 97.1 FM Talk.
Unscrupulous individuals are now taking advantage of homeowners in distress, and that's just wrong.
Don't lose your home. Call me at 888-549-1010. 888-549-1010. That's 888-549-1010.
It's the Adam Carolla Show, webcast live at adamcarolla.com. Listen all this week to win cash. From the guys who brought you Waiting comes the saucy new sequel, Still Waiting. When the old Shenanigans crew opens up a Tata's Wing Shack next door, the battle is on. Even more outrageous, raunchy, and raw than the first time around.
With a special appearance by Adam Carolla. And that's a good thing.
Still Waiting, available on unrated DVD February 17th. Now back to the Adam Carolla Show.
Not a movie, a film, people. Got snubbed this year. Maybe it'll be eligible for next year. Technically
Penis.
out on DVD, so it should be should see us around Oscar time next year. T-Bone.
Yes.
The news, baby girl.
Teresa Strasser with tomorrow's news. Today.
On Monday, a 14-year-old, 200-pound pet chimpanzee named Travis completely flipped out and attacked his owner's friend in Stamford, Connecticut. A 70-year-old woman named Sandra Harold owned Travis, who used to appear in commercials. He became part of the Harold family, lived in a large cage in their home, ate steak and ice cream at the table, used the toilet, dressed himself, and even used the computer. But on Monday, he brutally attacked 55-year-old Charlene Nash.
What do you use the computer for? To defecate on?
Facebook, posting a status.
He's my friend on MySpace, all right, so back off.
Sorry. Yeah, it's funny. Like, he was a friend of the family. He was a family member who lived in a giant cage. Like, I would argue that once you've joined the family, well, they let you out of the cage, but that's just me.
It's a probationary member.
Okay.
Sandra had to stab Travis with a butcher knife and hit him with a shovel to stop him from attacking her friend. Then she called 911, and the recording is insane. Here is part of it. And understandably, the 911 operator can't quite figure out what exactly is happening.
Stand for 911. Where's your emergency?
Oh, this is Sandy. 231, look. Look, look.
What's the problem?
Send the police. Send the police.
What's the problem there?
The chip killed my friend.
What's wrong with your friend?
What's wrong with your friend? Really, once they say killed.
What's the problem with your friend?
Oh, please.
What's the problem with your friend? I need to know.
Send the police up with a gun. With a gun. Hurry
Who
up.
has a gun?
Please, hurry up. He's killing my girlfriend.
Yeah. Look, can't we just work this one out? Like, I know they need to know what's going on, but shouldn't we just have a code? You know, one is, I had a heart attack. 2 is, get the guns and get them now. And 3 is, the neighbors are playing the stereo too loud. Like, you know, they get these full descriptions, and you're wasting valuable time at the full descriptions. It's like, squad car, guns, now. Come on down.
Well, I think he starts to get the idea right about here.
241 Rock Raymond Road. They're saying someone has a gun and trying to kill somebody.
Hurry up.
They're on the way, but I need you to give me more information. Who's doing this?
With guns.
Who has the guns?
Now bring the guns. You gotta kill this chimp.
What's the problem there?
Hurry up.
I need you to talk to me. I need you to calm down. Why do you need somebody there?
What? Please, guys.
What is the problem?
He's killing my friend.
Who's killing your friend?
My chimpanzee.
Oh, your chimpanzee is killing your friend.
Thank you. Minute 18.
He ripped their part. Hurry up.
With a gun.
Hurry up, please.
There's someone on the way.
By the way, she confused the whole thing by working the gun into the thing. Do the gun. You're not sending Paul Blart out there from the mall. You're sending the cops out there. They all have guns, right?
Exactly.
You don't tell a cop to bring a gun.
That clip wasn't nearly as funny as the first one.
Hey, T, we're going out to lunch today. Come on. Oh, bring your vagina. Bring your vagina. Already packed. Already
I always
packed.
pack it.
Right, but that would make confusion.
You should just assume that I'm bringing
confusion. What? Who's got a vagina?
Now I'm like, what about vagina? Is that the place we're going to lunch?
No.
I don't know that place.
No, we're going to Crustacean, which reminded me.
Thought it was a pink taco.
Either way, I have a chimp. Well, I was waiting for her to work in Morgan Fairchild.
just to really confuse the situation.
Remember the old Navy? What? There's a drunken sailor with a gun? No! The chimp screaming in the background. I'm sorry, but I blame the Jerky Boys and Jimmy Kimmel for this.
Oh, yeah.
Because
he doesn't know if it's a prank.
I wish we would have thought of this when we did Crank
You
Anchors.
had an exact
Oh,
one
we
of
did.
these.
Oh,
Yeah, it
you're
was
right.
Dennis Leary, and his monkey was attacking him with a knife.
You're exactly right.
It was like the almost exact, and the monkey's screaming in the background. It's like, oh my God, he's got a knife.
Hold on a second.
dig
You're
it
right.
up.
Yeah, go dig that up. Yes, we've done this already. It's our fault. This is life imitating art.
So it's because of Dennis Leary and you and Jimmy Kimmel that this woman remains in the hospital in critical condition with, quote, life-changing injuries to her face and hands.
Well, there's a couple of things. First off, I don't want to hear another blowhard on the news explain that these are wild animals. And the whole thing about when you take these wild animals, yes, we do the wild animal math. They was trying to kill someone with their hands. But the part where you take these wild animals, you can't take animals that will snap. You know what I mean? And a lot of dogs rarely snap, hamsters, cats, they don't do a whole lot of snapping. But Bengal tigers and chimpanzees, and orangutans, things like that, they snap. And it doesn't matter if they're your best friend. If your best friend just snapped one day, like you're just hanging out watching TV, next thing you know, your best friend's got a crocheting needle and is stabbing you in the eye socket with it, that's not a great friend, even if you've been around for 20 years. So people shouldn't own these animals. Can we agree on that?
I mean, the chimp, Travis, was a star. He was the moneymaker for the family, or at least one of them.
Well, he's now going to join the Feldmans in celebrity rehab. Did they shoot it?
He's dead.
Oh, all right. Well, good
He's
time.
dead, and which brings me to my next point about the story. PETA is angry.
Yeah,
And the chimp owner has received death threats.
Sure.
And phone calls from PETA accusing her of killing Travis, which she had to do. A lot of people who knew Travis and the family say it's a tragedy, obviously, but what caused the chimp to flip out?
The diaper. The chimp had to walk around in a diaper with no pants on, and that's humiliating. You know, chimp can only take so much of that. I've told you before. And by the way, PETA, please just admit this for me. You like animals. You say you love animals. I think you like animals, but you hate people. That's what it is. You like animals, but you hate your stepdad and what he did to you in the basement. Just admit it, please, so we could stop arguing over your nonsense all the time. And lukewarm on the animals, hate the people. Thank you. Uh-oh.
What?
I think Paul Bryant's found Dennis
I'm
Leary.
working on it.
Okay.
Meanwhile, let me just wrap up this story, because this is an important point.
Hold on, I got it from YouTube. Sorry to interrupt you.
They think they know what happened, or at least there was a precipitating incident. The chimp was agitated, and its owner gave the chimp some tea. This was about 5 or 10 minutes before the attack. The tea contained the anti-anxiety drug Xanax.
Right. Doesn't that... But that's good, right? I mean,
you would think. Now, in human beings, obviously, Travis did not have a prescription for Xanax. In human beings, the side effects are memory loss, lack of coordination, reduced sex drive, and aggression.
Right.
So who knows?
All right, so maybe the Xanax, which would have calmed you, caused the chimp to snap. On the other hand, why are you giving the chimp the Xanax if the chimp
already
isn't
addled?
Right? Isn't right?
And by the way, Xanax tea. Why haven't I ever thought of that?
I know. Where
How do you
have we
make
been?
that?
Who's going to steep that brew? That sounds delightful.
Now, did you want to play this call?
Do you have Dennis Leary from Crank Anchors 8 years ago? Jesus.
Oh my God! I have a monkey here who's out of control.
Oh no!
Oh my God! He's going crazy. He's going crazy.
Okay, they trap him within the house and remove him.
What?
They trap him within the house and remove him?
He went nuts. We were sitting on the couch. I'm babysitting for a friend of mine. He has a pet monkey.
This guy did
I
the
took
monkey
remote
math in
control away
like
from him.
10
He went
seconds,
nuts.
by the
now
way.
He's got
This screaming monkey in the background
steak knife
helps.
from the kitchen. He's
Well,
got
yeah,
me
the
cornered.
chick
I don't know
had
what to
it,
do. I'm
too.
at 29 Elm.
See, at the end of the sketch, the monkey starts stalking him slowly with a knife
I couldn't
raised.
get through. Oh my God. Oh my God. Ah! Please, can you send somebody? What should I do? Should I hit him?
You want 911?
I can't get to the phone right now.
You're on the phone right now.
Oh, my God.
Aren't you not allowed to prank
Oh,
911?
my God.
Do you want 911?
What?
Do you want the police to show up?
Yes, please, anybody.
I think
Your
we
name?
called someone other than
My name is
911.
Joe.
Animal control or something like that.
Animal
Your
control.
last name?
Smith.
Your phone number?
I don't know the phone number here. It's my friend's house.
I can't get to the
Can't
phone.
you trace the call?
You're on the phone.
Can you?
Want me to call the police and have them
Yeah,
trace the call?
please. Oh, this is bad. This is really bad.
Well, sir, you need to give me the phone number.
Right about that.
I don't know the phone number. Can you trace it, please? Oh, my God! Help! Help!
All right. Well, that was in horrible taste. So who
What are
do
you
we
talking
blame,
about?
Dennis Leary or PETA? I wasn't paying attention.
I think you were blaming PETA for hating people
Right.
as much as they love animals.
Mm-hmm.
And
Not more than they love animals, but yes.
Yeah, more.
Right.
And I think you're blaming Dennis Leary.
Yeah.
Because now operators suspect that they may be being pranked.
That's right. That guy could have very easily seen that from season 2 of Crank Yankers and ignored the sounds of the chimps. Well, seriously, the chimp in the background and her not being able to sort of string the sentence together made for a bad combination. It's like Cloris Leachman making a prank call. Sad. Now, she's okay, right?
You mean the trainer?
Yeah.
Or the victim?
The trainer.
The trainer's okay. The victim
victim's in bad shape.
Is hospitalized.
But should live?
Yes. They
Okay.
expect her to make a recovery. They say her injuries are life-changing. That does not sound good.
Yeah.
I think her face might not look quite like it used to.
Oh, boy.
Okay, moving on. You may have heard that our state is bankrupt, and you will most likely be getting an IOU instead of your state refund check. 20,000 people found out yesterday they may be getting laid off. Another 200,000 will be forced to take 2 days off without pay during the month, but all of us will pay somewhere between $1.5 and $3 million for the Octomom's delivery and care of her children.
Sure.
Which is going to go through Medi-Cal, California's medical insurance program.
It's a beautiful, natural thing when a woman gets injected with a stranger's semen and they fire a whole bunch of embryos into her, and then she gives birth to a litter of kittens. Awesome.
So MSNBC is estimating that it's going to cost between $1.5 and $3 million. Meanwhile, the majority of Americans believe that the doctor responsible for Nadia Suleiman's octuplets should be held accountable for the welfare of the children. 2/3 of those responding to a new poll say they think Dr. Michael Kamrava, who implanted 6 embryos into the unemployed mother of 6, should be financially responsible for the children if Suleiman can't provide for them. Nearly half of all respondents think Dr. Kamrava should face malpractice consequences for implanting the embryos, while 65% of those who say they've been following Suleiman's story closely believe the doctor should be punished. 4 out of 5 Americans say Dr. Kamrava should not have implanted the embryos, and only 7% believe he did the right thing in doing so.
Those kids, first off, should be property of the state, and all the taxpayers who chipped in for this should own them. Like, we should, on Monday, he's going over to T's house to put a fresh coat of paint on the picket fence. Then I got him on Tuesday to clean out the gutters in my place. And on Wednesday, head over to Brian's for sex.
Yep.
Right.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just work it off. Look, here's the problem, everybody. And this is the problem with the government. This is the problem with big government. And this is the problem with people taking care of stuff that you can't see. When stuff gets invisible, there's trouble. When taxes are just taken out, like I said, there would be a tax revolt if somebody paid you in cash every single Friday. If you just went to the window like it was the turn of the century and you're working in a mine, and they just gave you cash and someone just peeled it off in 20s. Here's $600 in 20s, and then some guy in a top hat came by and peeled off $200 and took it back. There would be a tax revolt, especially considering you went through a bunch of potholes and your kids can't be educated. You would be very upset by that. This is the invisible money. They take the money out so you never see it, and then it invisibly goes to the hospital, and then it invisibly goes to the octuplet mom, or it invisibly goes to whatever it is, whatever pork barrel project that the bridge to nowhere, whatever it is, and it keeps the natives don't get restless because it's all sort of invisible.
Yeah, nobody's knocking on my door saying, I need $3,000 from you for the octuplets.
Yeah, there's a chick over here who's nuts, who already has 6 kids, who wants 8 more, and where's the $3,000? You'd be insane, out of your mind. You'd be outraged over this. But it never comes to the light until the perfect storm of crazy recession and crazy octuplet mom comes together, and now we're all outraged. By the way, this, and I don't mean the octuplet mom, but this in general is what got us into this position in the first place. This is why we're here. Quietly, all of this mismanagement has gone down, but quietly and invisibly, like termites attacking your house.
Right.
Oh, you know it when your house is on fire, and you know it when the neighbor eggs it or TPs it. But when the little termites just eat and eat and eat, and then eventually there's nothing but a stucco shell.
Right. If there were true transparency, let's say you charged a shirt with your credit card that was at 26% or 22%, and I said, I'm just going to take all the money you're going to pay for this shirt. Now you're going to pay your minimum balance for the next 2 years. That $30 shirt's going to cost you $572.
Right.
Now
right.
pay me. Would you buy that shirt for that amount of money?
Right. The credit card companies work the same as the government. Just take the money out quietly and then dole it out quietly. Otherwise, the natives will get very restless.
And by the way, would you like to receive your bill via email? You'll never see a bill. It'll just show up magically in your inbox.
You click a button to pay your minimum balance, and that's it.
All right, T-Bone, why don't you tease the next story?
Well, the octuplet grandmother said she begged that doctor not to implant her daughter with the embryos. We'll have that for you, and of course, American Idol last night.
Should have let the chimp go off on him. Oh, we shouldn't have shot that chimp. We should have used it.
Yeah.
We'll take a quick break. Chimp, see those fallopian tubing over there? Go sick. We'll take a quick break. Back to the rest of the news next.
Live in L.A. and broadcast across the country, it's the Adam Carolla Show.
You're watching Webcast Wednesday, because Thursday didn't start with a W. 97.1 FM Talk.
Hi, I'm Art Bernstein, with a message for all kids under the age of 18. Hey, kids under the age of 18, you want beer and cigarettes? Of course you do. Then come to Art Bernstein's Beer and Cigarettes for Kids. It's the only place in town ballsy enough to admit that kids actually love beer and cigarettes, especially under the age of 18. At Art Bernstein's Beer and Cigarettes for Kids, that's all we carry. Beer and cigarettes. And that's all we serve. Kids under the age of 18. Preferably double-digit ages, since young kids have a nasty habit of setting themselves on fire every time they try to light up a freaking smoke. Come on, kids under the age of 18. Don't waste time and valuable kid energy hiding in an alley waiting for some drunk to wander by so you can ask him to buy you brews or smokes. You're never going to see that money again. Then what are you going to do? Call the cops on the drunk? Right. Instead, come to Art Bernstein's Beer and Cigarettes for Kids, you dummy, where we give kids like you under the age of 18 the respect and the beer and cigarettes that you actually deserve.
Bring your mother's stolen pocketbook to Art Bernstein's Beer and Cigarettes for Kids. Just look for the giant neon smoking baby.
Adam Carolla Mornings.
Count the hours to the Stratego tournament with Dad. Awesome.
Tom Leykis. Afternoons.
You look into the face of a child, you see a guy you've had sex with in the past, you're not the girl for me.
This is 97.1 FM Talk.
Beta prostate.
Tonight on Super TV 3, kids love Freddy.
Hey kid, don't step on my fucking tail, alright?
Grown-ups love Freddy.
I'm going straight up his chinos, right into his crotch.
And Freddy loves everybody.
For a risk-free trial of beta prostate, call 1-800-743-7142. That's 1-800-743-7142. With beta prostate, your satisfaction is guaranteed or you get your money back. Call 1-800-743-7142. That's 1-800-743-7142 to order beta prostate today.
KLSX HD, Los Angeles. The home of the Adam Carolla Show morning with Frosty, Heidi, and Frank midday. Where Tom Leykis drives you home afternoons. On air at 97.1. Online at 97.1FMTalk.com.
Powered by the Auto Club 500 happening this weekend. Special ticket club offers for AAA members at AutoClubSpeedway.com.
Hey, watch fast. It's Webcast Wednesday, 97.1 FM Talk.
Right now is the perfect time to advertise your business on 97.1 FM Talk. That's because we're SoCal's #1 radio station with adults with money to spend. We've also got 3 times the streaming audience of any other station in town. Oh, sure, times are tough, but that means only the smart will survive. And smart businesses know that the ones that advertise today are the ones that will be here tomorrow. Like Sit and Sleep, Southern California Ford dealers, Miles Berman, and Trader Joe's. So do yourself a favor. Call Dave Severino today at 323-930-7350. He'll get you on the air fast. And he's making deals. Be one of the smart businesses. Call Dave Severino at 323-930-7350.
Adam Carolla Mornings.
God, Carolla's taste in music blows.
Tom Leykis Afternoons.
I think the people who are responsible should not be rewarded paying higher taxes to bail out the stupid neighbor.
97.1 FM Talk.
You know, there's nothing worse than watching a loved one grow old, deteriorate, and die. Sure, it's part of the great circle of life, but it's also an expensive, diaper-changing, drool-wiping, unwelcome reminder that we too will soon be sitting for hours in our own BM. But now, Mercy Industries has an amazing new way to avoid inevitable body function failure. Stuffed with Love, human taxidermy, designed to save money and preserve your loved one's dignity. Stuffed with Love euthanizes senior citizens before they start pooping in their slacks and demanding Band-Aid sandwiches. Imagine, you can just take Granny out of the woodshed and place her right in the middle of that new family photo. She'll always look great. Stuffed with Love.
Order today, and Stuffed with Love will send you a free full-body travel case that folds to fit safely overhead in most commercial airliners.
So don't waste time and tears watching loved ones die. Instead, smile and get them stuffed with love.
You're watching Webcast Wednesdays with Adam Carolla. 97.1 FM Talk.
Now, to keep you entertained... Oh, it's Tim Conway Jr. Well, at least someone will be talking.
And then that whole concept of giving you a little bit of a disease to protect you from that. I mean, if you told me, I'm going to shoot a little bit of syphilis in your arm, and then you don't even have to worry about whether a girl is nasty or not, you know? How about that? You know?
Right, exactly.
You know? Like Rasputin, you'll be immune to syphilis.
Yeah, I don't know if I'd take that shot.
Yeah, so it just sounds strange. Here, let me shoot this flu in you.
Yeah, it does sound weird, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, if somebody said, I'm going to give you a little herpes, but you're not going to get the big herpes ever. Like, I don't know, man.
This is going to protect you from your whole head becoming a scab, you know?
Well, I had a friend, speaking of that, with the herpes. I once had, I was in high school, and I didn't have a herpes. I just literally had an ingrown hair above my lip. Yeah. But it looked like it could have been like a herpes. If you look at it, Jerry, please. And there was a big party that weekend, and I said to, the chick that I was going to go with, I said, I'm not going to this party. And she goes, why not? I said, because I don't want to go to a party with that thing on my lip, because then everyone will talk about that for, 3 years. Be like, oh, that's the guy. And she says, yeah, but our friend Ken Blank, he goes to parties with that on his lip all the time. I go, that's right. I don't want to be the reference for that. You notice how he's the reference for that. I don't want to be that dude.
The Tim Conway Jr. Show, weeknights at 8 on 97.1, SoCal's FM talk station.
Tonight, it's 30 minutes of painful pranks on an all-new Ouch, That's Funny.
We've installed a virtually invisible pane of super hardened glass on this Central Park jogging path as a wacky surprise for morning runners. Uh-oh, here comes a young lady now. Let's see what happens. Oh, that looked painful. Her nose is bleeding all over the place. Wasn't it icky? I think my nose is broken. More like shattered. Oh, yes, you're right on that one. But that's okay, because you're the featured injury on tonight's Ouch, That's Funny. Can you believe it? You did this to me? Of course we did. You ran face first into this super hardened glass. Look.
Our deals event is over. She won't be coming back. Call us at 949-718-3000. Visit fjmercedes.com. Better yet, drive over today to Jamboree at the 73.
Fletcher Jones Motor Cars, Mercedes-Benz, Newport Beach.
C-Class 39 with lease 10,000 miles per year, 4,544 plus license to do it, sign MSRP 37385.
This is the Adam Carolla Show.
Before we go rushing out into something that ain't going to be so pleasant, let's be sure we know what this is all about.
Coming up this morning, we'll talk to David Allen Greer.
Is this just another big government shakedown, or is someone playing the race car?
NASCAR driver Sam Hornish Jr.
Sam Hornish Jr. by 24 ten-thousandths of a second.
We'll talk Academy Awards with Bruce Vilanch.
And the Oscar goes to...
And the gay gossip with Lynn and Alex. Homosexual. Plus the news with Teresa Strasser.
And of course, I love the Penis Gang.
And your phone calls at 866-901-ADAM.
Hey, Adam, I was wondering if you could catch me up on what's going on this morning.
And now, live in Los Angeles and webcast at AdamCarolla.com.
Why don't you get a windbreaker that just says world's biggest pussy?
Adam Carolla.
Good times signing myself some jackets of the Hammer. Now would be a nice time to send those in, by the way, if you'd like me to sign those.
Now, maybe FedEx them in, or...
Be good to work the overnight side of it, but I'll probably be able to get to them for a few more days after this weekend. So if you have a jacket, if you have the Hammer, you want it signed, the window's closing, so you may want to get that in. T.
Yes.
The news, baby girl.
A majority of Americans believe the doctor responsible for Nadia Suleman's octuplets should be held accountable for the welfare of the children. His name is Dr. Michael Kamrava, and the octa-grandmother says she begged him not to implant her daughter, Nadia, with embryos. Here is Angela Suleman on the early show yesterday.
Well, as far as I'm concerned, he shouldn't have done it. But he's a doctor. When he's asked to do something, I guess he doesn't refuse. So the doctor actually called and wanted to talk to Nadia. And then when I realized that was her doctor, I pleaded with him, please don't do this anymore. And he promised.
He promised
Fell
you.
on deaf ears, yes.
What's in it for him besides the potential lawsuit? I
Well,
mean,
here's
couple
one
of grand?
Here's a theory. They judge fertility doctors based on their success rate, right? His was very low. I think it was about 10%, I read somewhere. So if he were to implant more embryos, he's likely to have a higher success rate, thus he could earn more money.
Better batting average.
According to, thank you. That helped to elucidate the point. According to the website for the Society for Assisted Reproductive Technology.
Jeez, yeah, he hit for the cycle twice.
Yes, even with his controversial fertility techniques, Kamrava has one of the worst success rates in the country, hovering at about 10%. The national average is 39%.
Wow. All right, so she went to a guy with a horrible batting average who obviously was cheaper than most, because when your batting average is that bad, you have to pass along the savings, right?
Yeah,
so
and
it was
also
affordable.
He's a guy that's going to allow a single mother of six at that point to possibly have. And
With
you know,
no
she could have had
money.
more. Yeah, with no job and a lot of debt.
All right, now can we just put these guys on a stick and put them out front of the state capitol and hang some sort of scarlet letter around them? Because, like I said, economically, they couldn't have picked a worse time to do this, but it's a good thing to shine a light on this sort of stuff. And again, this whole thing where I see her just physically trying to deal with, I mean, now she's dealing with 6 kids, but they show her pull up in a minivan. She's got a stroller that looks like it's out of a Three Stooges movie. She's trying to unpack this stuff. I mean, it's physically impossible for one person, nay, 2 people, nay, 5 people to do this gig.
Absolutely. I read a great interview yesterday with Dr. Drew's wife. And it was about the Octomom and her own experience raising triplets. And she said it was just, you know, something that absolutely took all of their time, energy, and resources, and they had round-the-clock help. But to think about breastfeeding, changing, feed everything, 3 babies, you know, is something that really surpasses most people's ability.
Whatever.
But now, 14 kids, 8 of them babies, and they're going to have special needs. By the way, 3 of her 6 kids she had before are getting disability from the state. They have special needs also. So
Where
that
was
takes
the
a lot of
interview?
time.
Crazybroad.com? Where'd you read that one?
LAist.
I've never actually spoken to her. I've just heard Drew speaking to her on the cell phone. Will do.
Will do.
Will do. Okay, then. All right, will do.
Yeah, it was a good piece.
Will
It
do.
had pictures of the triplets.
Will do. We're getting on the plane. Will do.
Larry King
Will do.
interviewed her.
Will do. All right, plane's taxiing. Will do. Will do. Okay, stewardess is wrestling phone out of my hands. Will do. Well, being attacked by a chimp right now in a diaper. Will do. Will do. Will do. Wait, what? Well, where did Douglas last put his where did he see the retainer? Okay, well, then you got to check the sofa. Will do. Will do. All right, plane going down into the Hudson. Okay, will do. Okay, will do. Okay, will do. Okay, now I'm submerged in icy cold Hudson River. Will do. I'm actually being attacked. I mean, raped by the chimp in a diaper in the Hudson River. Okay, will do. Will do. Oh, well then, Delia, I'll have to pick him up from soccer practice. Okay, will do. That's extend my relationship with her.
Don't be a player hater.
Drew tried to get off the phone.
Will do.
Let me tell you something. I'll tell you the difference between men and women. I don't know if women do this. When guys are around other guys and the old lady calls on the blower,
yeah,
they're immediately get off the phone mode.
Right, because that's embarrassing. You don't want to have a long talk in front of your guy friend.
Will do. Will do. Love you. Will do. Will do. Love you. Same here. Will do. Will do. Same to you.
6.
Same to you. Will do. Thank you.
What you said back to you.
I would like, actually, there should be a phone called, like, the Verizon Gent. And there's a will do button. And you just press, and it just will do.
That was a man show skit.
Oh, it was? Oh, we already did that one, too.
That's why it sounds like such a great idea.
Yeah.
It was the button you press on the phone when the girl called in the man
Jeez,
show.
Between cranky anchors and the man show, what haven't I covered?
I don't know, but...
There was a baby talk button, too. It was like, when you like,
oh, yes. That was my manovation. At least I should have remembered it.
Is there a button that ejects Brian's head out of your ass? This is scaring me.
Because I remember that?
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, but it's a little much.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Just a little.
Yeah.
I mean, I appreciate it.
That was a man show sketch.
Anyway.
My head coming out of it.
Oh, gosh. Well, it was an interesting conversation with Mrs. Pinsky, and she said that the doctor encouraged them to not have all 3. And actually, I think 4 of the embryos, at first it looked like they were going to have 4, and then one of them didn't make it. So there were 3, and they were, that 3 was almost impossible for 2 healthy, educated people with means. Now, this woman was on disability for many years. Now, this I don't understand, because either you're disabled and you can't work, and that's fine, or you're able to carry and care for 14 children, in which case you were probably not disabled, so give us our $165,000 back.
Yeah. Well, look, obviously, it's simple math. There is a pot, and the pot is put in the middle of this country. And either you're putting money into the pot or you're taking money out of the pot. And she was taking it out of the pot by the bucket load. And the less we have going into the pot and the more we have coming out of the pot, well, then that makes for the kind of economic climate we have now. Now, a lot of people think the answer to the solution is for the people and or the government to go ahead and refill the pot with money. My feeling is let's slow down on taking the money out of the pot and let the businesses start to thrive. Either way.
Threshold for disability seems a little low. You got a backache, but you can carry 8 kids?
Let me say this. God damn it. I swear to God, you guys have not tried or attempted to build anything in the city of Los Angeles. The city of Los Angeles, they show up with a tub of KY and they just go bend over. Oh, and as a matter of fact, here's the old deal. And the guy will be nice sometimes. He'll go, look, sometimes when I'm raping you prison style, you have a little trouble filling out a check. So if you'd like to go ahead and cut that check to the government before I rape you, well, then do that. Or what we can do is have you fill out the check after I rape you. But either way, you know what, a lot of people are too emotionally distraught after the government rapes them when they're attempting to build something. So go ahead and fill out the check to the government now, and then we'll rape you. Look, if you want to build anything in the city of Los Angeles, you have to go down to City Hall and bring your goddamn knee pads and your checkbook, because that's how it works. A permit for everything, a soils report, landscaping, people telling you what you can and can't do. As I've said, guy came out from the city, said to me, you need sprinklers in your new garage addition. I said, says here right on the plans I don't need sprinklers. Well, I'm saying you do. And I said, but it says it on the plans that I don't. Well, I'm saying you do need sprinklers. Well, 2 weeks, 20 phone calls, and $700 later with the plans going back and forth to the sprinkler guy, turns out I don't need the sprinklers. You can't scratch your ass in this goddamn city, and if you live in a place like Malibu or Santa Monica, forget it. Good luck trying to build yourself a business or a home or put a second story on your garage in the People's Republic of Santa Monica, but if you want to go down there, park your shopping cart, and roll around in your own flop in the park where kids are supposed to be playing, well, that's your goddamn business, because, hey, who are we to infringe on your rights? Who are you? That's all you do. All you do is infringe on our rights, and we have to pay for it. But yet, when somebody says, you know what, my back's too sore, how about I just hammer the checks you give me for the next 10 years? No questions asked. Really? That's your policy. Beat the crap out of the taxpayer, beat the crap out of the homeowner, make it as hard as you can, as many hurdles, as many hoops as you can possibly jump through, and as expensive as you can possibly make it for the taxpayers, who, by the way, are just trying to put an addition on the home, who are trying to employ people, who are trying to give money to the lumber yards and all the guys that are associated, the electricians, the plumbers, and so forth. And then, after you guys reassess the house, pay more in taxes, make it as difficult as possible for that chap to do that. But if you want some disability, no questions asked.
Carolla's excited.
That's an awesome plan for bankruptcy, California, and that's exactly where we are. Jesus Christ, when's somebody going to stand up?
Now, sorry to pile on to this poor woman who's obviously gotten herself in over her head.
Mm-hmm.
But if you have to fill out all this paperwork and get all these licenses to build anything or to do anything, but you're allowed to have 6 embryos implanted when the state is already paying for 3 of your kids and for your disability, it seems odd that Child Protective Services wouldn't pay one single visit before allowing this person to have these 14 kids.
Yeah. Oh, well, everyone's overburdened. Everyone's overburdened except for the meter maids. They're on every goddamn corner. You can't leave your car unattended with the meter on red for more than 18 seconds without one of these vultures swooping in. So again, we don't have enough people. You have plenty of people. They're all driving around right-hand drive Chevettes. That's where everyone is.
That's a revenue stream.
Quit raping, via retardo. Start putting some money back in. Jesus Christ. It's really, I swear to God, they've just, hey, these guys are taxpayers. Let's just go ahead and ring them and see how many nickels come out of their ass.
Now, you may have been wondering, what disorder does Nadia Suleiman have exactly? Now, to me, she seems to have some kind of body dysmorphia. She's had a lot of plastic surgery, which she doesn't admit to having, and the compulsion to keep on implanting herself with embryos. Now, here, her mother, speaking to yesterday to the early show, describes her daughter sort of offhandedly as having OCD.
At what point did you say, stop having babies?
I told her she needed to stop because I wouldn't be able to help her because there was not enough room in the house. And for some reason, she couldn't. I guess that's what happens when a person is obsessive compulsive.
What would she say to your objections?
She said that she'll take care of it and she won't have any more. And then you see that she is pregnant again and again.
Is she sick?
She doesn't seem sick. She was brilliant in her studies. But as far as everyday life is concerned, she is just not really thinking things through sometimes.
Well, she'll make a wonderful mother to that hockey team she has.
Yeah, I guess if you have a diagnosable mental disorder that even your mom acknowledges, maybe it's not a great idea to implant the 6 embryos.
We had to hook her up with Chris Brown, right? He's single.
Yeah. Wait a second.
Snap back.
A rehabilitated image.
That's right.
No, nothing would be cuter than him. Yeah, with just scooping up all the little babies.
Yeah. True.
He doesn't want a holster around his chest.
All right, the kids should be given up for adoption. Mama's nuts. Mama's broke. Mama can't take care of the kids. And the kids were a mistake. And the 8 kids, by the way, before they bond with Mama, should just be taken home. They should never go to her home. And by the way, her home has, it's shaped like a shoe, and there's a bunk bed built for 19. They should never go the F home from the goddamn hospital. They're our kids, by the way. They're not your kids. They're our kids. We paid for them. And I would like to, by the way, sell them on eBay. Try to recoup some of this tax money.
Ooh.
Plenty of nice families will pay plenty for a family like that. That's right.
I think you're right. We could probably
break up the band, sell them on eBay, just like Jacko. Right next to Jacko's glove.
Right. It's a big time for auctions.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, at least we have American Idol to distract us.
Yeah, we do.
The semifinals are underway. On last night's show, the first 12 contestants took the stage, hoping to earn America's vote. The judges were rough on several of the singers, but Alexis Grace managed to get a thumbs up from all 4 with her rendition of Aretha Franklin's I Never Loved a Man. Others who earned high praise included Danny Gokey and Ricky Brady. Tonight, 3 people will be voted into the top 12.
You think Aretha's loving a lot of men these days?
Loving a lot of...
Haagen-Dazs?
Oh, come on.
Maybe.
She's been hogging the DOS again?
I think she's loving some cheese platters. So the top male and female, along with the next highest vote getter, will all move into the top 12. Now, as far as vote for the worst, which is always fun, this year so far, they want you to vote for Tatiana Del Toro. She's the insane one. And the entire time last night she was singing, I just thought, this is why Salieri was mad at God for making Mozart so talented, because Mozart was kind of vulgar and weird and crazy and a lunatic and crass, but he had all that musical talent. Tatiana is so bizarre.
What season's Salieri from?
It's from the very first season of Viennese Idol.
Well done.
So, yeah, because she's clearly gifted.
She's so gifted.
But she's nuts.
Not only is she gifted, but she's beautiful. I mean, the camera likes her face, but she's she's the most grating human being, and yet when she stepped on the stage, I knew she was going to be good. God gave her the pipes. Let's take a listen.
Not another Guar song.
The guys running around in puppet outfits are really distracting.
Slipknot is so effed out on this show.
The insane clown posse backing her was garish.
She's good.
Yeah, she's good.
Yeah. Here's what Simon had to say.
What'd she do off stage, by the way, that makes her so nutty?
Well, have you watched any of the
I've
Hollywood
seen a little
rounds?
of it, yeah.
She had a fight with her group. You know, they do the group audition. And she had a big fight with them. She's a drama queen, as Simon said last night. She has a crazy laugh. And they did a montage where they put all her crazy laughs together. You can't believe what you're seeing. She was mean to the other people in her not mean, but she was so crazy it kind of affected her whole group. She's just one of those people that, you know, your spidey sense would tingle.
Right.
It's just a little bit off. The crazy laugh was probably the most notable thing. But last night she came out very subdued.
Hold on.
She was trying to put a new image out there.
Here's a montage of her laughter.
Thank you.
Yes, sure.
I'm gonna prove it to you. I'm gonna prove it to every guy who told me that I had to sleep with him to get my album out. This is for all of you. This is the best day in the whole world. I am a damn good vocalist. God bless you so much. Thank you so much to everyone. God, everyone a part of this show. Everyone.
Oh, her. Yeah.
Thank you so much.
She the guy who thanked the guy holding the boom mic?
Yeah, that happened right after what you just heard.
It's awesome.
Thanks to everyone, including the guy holding the stick.
There's something called craft service where they put out a spread of M&M and Philly cheese.
Thanks to that.
Spread, and I want to thank them.
There's a lot of talk also about her dream. This is my dream. You're not going to take my dream away from me.
I don't like it when people have a dream under 25.
I know. I just wanted my dream, Xanax tea, like that chimp got.
Yeah, it is.
If I could have had some of that Xanax tea.
By the way, maybe you should head over to the crime scene and be like,
I need to take this.
Look,
I'm with forensics.
I want to just slide under this yellow tape for 1 second. I'm not looking to disturb anything, but the Xanax tea, ooh, and the diaper. Yeah.
I was a good friend of the victim. I need to get my stuff.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Here's my badge. I know it looks like a Blockbuster
Each
card.
thing of Pampers and some big RX on a mug going out the door.
Seriously, I don't know. Could somebody explain to me how to make Xanax tea? Isn't that just a pill?
That was your nickname. That's what we call you. Behind your back.
Sweet Xanax tea.
That's sounding better by the second.
It sounds delicious. Well, Tatiana was pretty good, and even Simon had to admit it.
Actually, surprisingly, it wasn't bad at all. It was better than I expected. I think you, as Paula said, you got to lose this sort of slightly weird thing you've got going on at the moment, the demure thing, because it's actually making me a little bit nervous.
We like you the old way. Go do it.
Yeah, do the weird laughing.
Yeah, do it.
My friends told me that I've never laughed like that before in my life. I didn't even know how to do it again.
She's a bad combination of unlikable and weird looking.
She's weird.
I think she's pretty.
Whoa.
She's got beautiful skin. No.
Beautiful skin. By the way, beautiful skin. Guys hear beautiful skin about the same way we hear cute personality.
Yeah, a lot of fun.
Yeah, a lot of fun.
Small pores.
Yeah,
sure.
Just put the ton in front of fun. We'll do the math.
Do you want to hear the worst performance of the night?
Yeah,
This
I
was
do.
tragic. Poor girl's a teenager. Stevie Wright. Here she is butchering a Taylor Swift song called You Belong With Me.
On the phone with your girlfriend, she's upset. She's going off about something that you said. She doesn't get your humor like I do. But she wears short skirts, I wear t-shirts. She's cheer captain and I'm on the bleachers, dreaming about the day when you wake up and find out what you're looking for has been here the whole time. You can see that I'm the one who understands.
You get the idea.
Yeah. Another concept, I don't want to burst the ladies' bubbles, but every third romantic comedy is my love has been in front of me the whole time.
That doesn't really happen. Like,
really?
He's just not that into you.
Yeah, like, oh, yeah, you know, when your hair's out of a bun
And your
you
glasses
take your
are off?
glasses off, you're piping hot, and I never knew it. Nope, we know it. Your body's killer. We can do the Lens Crafters bun math. And by the way, the first night we enjoy a beer together, I'm on you like white on rice. That's how it goes. It's never like, oh, yeah. Look at you, Scarlett Johansson. Yeah, I couldn't see it because your hair was in a bun.
Yeah, the only time I noticed was when you got dressed up to go on a date with somebody else.
Right. That's when I noticed. Yeah. And I am, who, Patrick Dempsey?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
And you're helping me, giving me tips and pointers
That's
on
right.
what to do
That's
and how
right.
to act.
I don't know, you're hot.
All of a sudden, who's that?
Yes.
Well, tonight you can see Michael Johns and Carly Smithson, who were finalists on American Idol last season, performing a duet on the results show. I'm Teresa Strasser. That's the news.
Tomorrow's news. Today, Teresa Strasser. You, CNN.
All right. We're going to press on here. We're doing this thing. I'm in a little movie called Still Waiting out on DVD as we speak. We have $250 to give away. If there's a waiter or waitress, I think we did this once. It's effed out morning show stuff, but it's sort of satisfying, which is, especially if you're out here in L.A., but even on one of the affiliates. Have you ever waited on a celebrity, and did you get the big tip, or did you get the shoe? Or how were they? See, the whole thing about, I'm surprised when celebrities are a-holes, because, Brian, if you go into a Denny's and you're an a-hole, nobody goes, hey, man, that Brian is a... They don't know who you are, but if you're Al Pacino, everyone goes, hey, that guy's an a-hole, and then it spreads around.
Your reputation precedes you. They're looking for you to be either good or bad.
It's my porn rental theory. I can't rent porn anymore because it's, hey, pathetic guy from the Man Show's in here renting porn versus when I was swinging a hammer, no problemo.
What do you behind those beads areas, man?
Then you're cheating business.
You can't be cheap and not tip people with impunity once you're famous.
Yeah. Listen, the Western doors are still flapping. Could you give me a minute? Western doors. It's all that separated you from the porn section back in the day.
Dad, what's behind those beads?
Listen, there's only enough room for one pathetic sheriff in the town of Masturbation Gulch. That's the Ace Man. Guy comes running out with a beard. There's porn in them hills, I tell you. All right. We'll take ourselves a quick break. 866-901-ADAM. Want to speak to the waiters and waitresses next.
When I say webcast, you say Wednesday. Webcast.
Wednesday.
All right, you look like a real dork talking to your computer monitor there. This is 97.1 FM Talk, online. Welcome to the all-new Jammin' 97.1 Jams. Your music for L.A., Daddy Yankee, Pitbull, Flo Rida, Chris Brown, Obituary, and Slayer. This is the new Jammin' 97.1 Jams, L.A.'s awesome new station. Hip-hop, reggaeton, and death metal. Like it's 101.
Thursdays at 5.
If all women were ball-busting bitches, I'd go gay.
Now, to keep you entertained, here's Tim Conway Jr.
You got ADD, ADHD? What do you got working?
No, I am a doctor who tests people who have ADD and ADHD.
Oh, I should come see you.
Yes. You know what? I actually live right across the street from the studio, so I would come and test you for free.
Oh wow, maybe we'll do that one night. Now, what are like some of the main, like the top 3 questions you would ask somebody?
I was going to say it's a whole comprehensive test we do. But yeah, it's a lot of, are you focused? Can you focus? Are you not focused? Is it, can you concentrate for more than, 10 or 12 minutes on some kind of task? And for adults and children, it's very different. Children sometimes are very
Jerry,
irritable.
that's my hot dog. You had the chips. Seriously, dude, don't eat those. All right. Thank you for calling, baby.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, there she goes. I have no idea what she said. It sounds like she had it, though, didn't it?
Yeah, that was something. That was something that needs medication.
Oh, Babu.
The Tim Conway Jr. Show. Weeknights at 8 on 97.1 SoCal's FM talk station.
Are you frustrated because people don't take you seriously?
I would like a large... And I need you to stay out of my way.
Imagine how your life would be if you could talk just like your favorite radio DJ.
Good morning. It's John St. John with your most morning music.
Now you can. Thanks to John St. John's Talk Like Me and You'll Succeed home study cassette.
The forecast calls for beautiful skies on your Tuesday.
In just 6 weeks, you could sound just like John St. John.
Coming up, a back-to-back continuous 20 in a row, unbelievably long block of music.
Listen to what it did for this loser.
Yeah, I'd like a bowl of continuous soup with non-stop crackers.
Wow, you sound just like that John St. John. I'm impressed by your manhood.
What a guy!
Order yours today.
I would like a burger with the most pickles and the widest variety of ketchup.
Yeah, that's great, but do you want fries or not?
Call 1-800-JOHN St. John St. John right back at you today.
97.1.
You're watching Webcast Wednesdays with Adam Carolla. 97.1 FM Talk.
Back to the Adam Carolla Show. Have you ever waited on a celebrity? Who was it? Did they leave a good tip, or did you get the shaft? Call 866-901-ADAM and tell us about it. Webcast live at adamcarolla.com. It's the Adam Carolla Show.
Well, let's see. Dag is in the building, so we'll bring him in a couple of few. Let's talk to the waitresses first. Somebody says Alex Trebek got him fired.
Ooh.
Dave?
Yes.
How did that work?
I was in between jobs. I took a job at a La Vie en Rose, a French restaurant, and Alex Trebek, as you know, is
Oh, you didn't state the specials in the form of a question?
I didn't pronounce them correctly. My French was very bad, and I didn't have the training, of course, and you know how pompous Alex Trebek is.
He does love to pronounce them words.
What is adieu?
So I'd say he cost me at least $250 for the rest of the week when he got me fired.
Now, did he really get up and go talk to somebody about your pronunciation?
Yes, at the end, he went over small corner of the restaurant. I watched him speak with the manager, and guess who wasn't there next week?
Yeah, that's the worst feeling when you see your manager and a customer you know didn't like you having a little tete-a-tete.
Please refrain from using ethnic slurs.
And then he came over just because you couldn't pronounce the whatever you had to pronounce on the specials menu?
It really offended him.
Do you remember any of the words you were supposed to say?
No.
But, by the way, Dave and all the other people that were S-canned from their gig over almost nothing, here's this is some solace for you. You were probably a horrible employee anyway.
I don't like waiting tables,
Yeah, you were bad at what you do. Because when someone is really good at what they do, and you go to the boss and you go, hey, we got to get rid of this guy. Let's just say the guy's the greatest IT guy on the planet. He's a computer nerd. He knows everything. He keeps the business running. And you go, hey, man, Kurt gave me the stink eye once again by the bathroom, so I want you to come loose. It's like, I'll fire your ass before I fire his ass.
Right. We had a bartender who was amazing at his job, had a little drinking problem, and one morning when I came in for the lunch shift, he seemed to be passed out in the alley.
Right.
Did not get fired. Now, I have a little guacamole on my tie. I'm going to get written up.
Wow. Sure, that was guacamole? Or you weren't just helping him sober up?
I think it was Xanax tea.
This will snap him out of his funk. We could give him coffee, or I could give him one of these. The point is, when you're really good at your job and Alex Trebek comes over and says that you butchered brioche, it doesn't matter. You're still going to work. If you're crappy at your job, people are looking for excuses to bullet you.
Yeah, any infraction.
All right, let's see. You want to talk? Steve Young. Joey?
Hey, how's it going, guys?
Give us a Steve Young story.
Oh, man, I grew up in Utah, right? Great place to live. Steve Young, he'd come in all the time to his little restaurant, and it was almost a curse to get him.
Really?
It was horrible. Yeah, like we'd avoid it like nothing else.
Really? Bad tipper?
No, it's horrible. He'd pull out a wad of cash and pay his bill, and then drop like hardly anything on it all the time.
I don't understand the tip thing, because I was always poor and always gave a decent tip because it was easy. Because when you're poor, you eat at cheap restaurants, and you go out to the corner diner and you have some eggs and some bacon and some toast, and it comes to $4.99. And with the OJ and the coffee or whatever, the bill comes to $6.33. You just leave $10, and you're over the 15% quite easily. And it's no problemo, right?
Absolutely, yeah. A lot of people don't know, though.
Yeah, I don't understand. But this is Steve Young before he was Steve Young. This is a young Steve Young.
Now, this is Steve Young, 49ers MVP Steve Young, 10 years ago.
Really?
Well, Steve Young's got to worry about the tithing thing.
Oh, really?
He gives a certain percentage of his income to the Mormon church.
So he was putting all his extra cash in a basket.
Exactly. He looks at that as the tip.
And did he just go to BYU? And by the way, when you get recruited, do they also recruit you into the Mormon church? Or do you...
He's a descendant of Brigham Young.
Oh, he is?
Yeah,
he's
like
that young?
Yeah, he's actually a few generations removed from Brigham Young.
Wow. Legacy. Yeah. Matt?
Yes.
You waited on Bill Clinton?
Yes, I did. And his daughter, Chelsea.
Mm-hmm.
It was the same day that Barack Obama was in Portland, Oregon, and there was like 100,000 people downtown, but he came to the restaurant, and the Secret Service like shut off all the exits. Nobody was allowed to come in or leave, but the man himself was like so charismatic. He, besides like being a good tipper, he came back into the kitchen, got the dishwashers out of the back, got all the cooks. He took pictures of everybody who wanted pictures. He was signing anything that anybody wanted. Like, he was just like so gregarious. He was a
Now,
great
he was
person.
with Chelsea?
Yes.
Now, look, I'm no health expert, or I don't work for that department. But how many hairnets would Chelsea hit Clinton have to don? I mean, you know,
her hair's gotten under control.
Oh,
lately,
really?
though. Yeah,
Okay, 'cause
this
she's
might have
had-
been before.
Yeah. You know what the saddest thing on the planet is? The beard net. You know
Ugh.
the biker dude who gets a crappy job in the food prep thing?
Fry cooking.
And
Yeah.
not only does he have the net on the head, but he has the beard. Looks like he was in a fire.
Yeah.
Like an industrial fire. Really, dude? The beard net?
Shades of Mickey Rourke in The Wrestler having to put his big mane under the net.
Yes, the beard net is, it's really up there with the dental dam, which, look, when you're strapping that baby on, it's time to really stop and take a good accounting of your life.
Although, good name for a seafood restaurant.
Beard net.
Yeah.
All right. Somebody used to wait on me and Jimmy in Burbank. Tom?
Hi, Am.
What's happening, Tom?
How are you? Yeah, I used to be your personal waiter at Baco's.
My personal waiter?
Well, I was the one who always was waiting on you when you guys came in. Vito always put me over with you guys. So over in the, I'm sure you remember Baco's. I don't know.
Sure.
If you go there. So I always used to wait on you guys. I was always hoping for that big payday.
Yeah, never got it.
Nah, that's all right. I was an actor at the time.
You got 20%, though, at least, right?
Yes, yeah. You guys always gave me 20%, but I was always bringing over the free drinks and the free desserts and stuff like that. You guys were awesome. Always look forward to when you came in.
I don't know the free booze part, but continue.
Well, I was always hoping to either slip my resume or my headshot, but never crossed the line between the professional.
Well, it worked out for you. You're in Phoenix now, calling the show.
Yeah, I am. I'm no longer acting. Right after that, I left and went to work in mortgages. So.
And in Phoenix,
How's that going?
Worst in
turned
the
out great.
country.
Yeah,
He essentially single-handedly ruined the market by moving to Phoenix and getting into the mortgage business.
That's what happened. I took it from California to Phoenix.
All right, well, if you get back to waiting tables and me and Kim will come in, we'll give you a tip. Look, I've said this many times. I've had friends say, hey, man, people recognize you. You got to be a big tipper. I always say, I don't want the word to get out. Hey, Frank Sinatra Jr. is over here, and he's giving out the big tips, because that means every doorman you got to give $100 to instead of $10 to, and every cab driver, if you don't. Once word gets out, you're Frank Sinatra or you're Howard Hughes, and you're screwed, right?
The best tippers in the world are other servers, especially that are currently serving, because you have a lot of cash on you.
Right.
And you've just depended on the kindness of strangers for the cash in your pocket, and it feels good just to drop, 30%.
Magic Johnson was someone that Clint waited on. Clint?
How you doing, Adam?
What's happening, Clint?
Oh, I'm just actually pulling into work right now. I heard you're looking for waiters for Celebrity Stories.
Yeah.
I waited on Magic Johnson at an Italian restaurant in Aspen, Oregon.
Mm-hmm.
This guy came in wearing cut-off shorts.
Magic came in wearing cutoffs?
In Ashland?
Cut-off jeans.
Wow.
He said that he was staying in a hotel up here. He didn't have a lot of clothes with him, so he wanted to go swimming. He cut off his jeans. Afterwards, he came into the restaurant.
And his tip was what?
$100 bill on a $78 bill.
Mm-hmm.
He gave me over 100% tip. Very
I
generous
see.
man.
Yeah. The one of the best ones, and we should look it up, but I brought it up before, which is, what's his name, the crazy music producer.
Phil Spector.
Shot the chick in the face. That night, literally went out for a drink. I think his bill was like 50-something bucks, and he left $500. And he didn't know that he was going to end up on the police blotter. That was just what he did.
Right.
I swear to God, I think he left $500 on, like, he had a couple of cocktails. That is nuts. All right, let's do one more. Let's see. Who do you want to talk to?
How about Chase on line 4?
Chase?
Hey, how's it going, Ace Man?
What's going on, Chase?
Nothing. One time at Buca de Beppo here in Las Vegas, we had all the Spearmint Rhino girls come in for their Christmas party.
Yeah, that's who you want, by the way. You want strippers, because use tease waiter and waitress math and then just times it by 10 and add some kissing potion.
Oh yeah. Their bill was about $1,000, and they tipped us an extra $1,000 on top of the gratuity and everything.
A, they make their money on tips. B, they have cash, and then C, I mean, seriously, I used to. This is one of my problems, really, as a tipper in the past and in the present. By the way, not cheap, always 20%, but never the big fat, just Sinatra gratuity. I used to be a carpenter, and so it's like I would do roofing, or I'd be crawling on your building, or I'd be demoing out some drywall, and I would get $12 an hour, and I wouldn't get paid cash. I'd get a paycheck at the end of each week, and the government would take out their 25 or 30%, and I'd have $288. And when I realized that $10 tip that I'm leaving you, or the extra 10 I'm going to throw down the table, is an extra hour of me stripping a roof off of a building in Pacoima, I couldn't do it. But if it was shaking my ass for a living and drunken guys were tossing wads of money and trying to hit my vagina like they were playing whack-a-mole, yes, I would definitely leave a bigger tip.
Yeah, and there's an emotional part of it, too, because you've just been serving people, especially if you're a stripper. I mean, you haven't literally been serving them, but you've been serving them, and it's a good feeling to sit down and have somebody bring you some drinks.
Dag's coming in next, but Ricky had Dag as a customer. Ricky? Ricky on the phone?
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
How you doing, Adam?
You had Dag?
Oh, yeah. He was just an awesome person to just be around. He even had the pleasure of fishing with him as well. Just an awesome person.
That was Damon Wayans.
You had Dag, and you said Dag was a good tipper.
Oh, awesome tipper. The skippers were always just happy as a clam. Matter of fact, they'd fight to go ahead and see who would go with them. But Dag always wanted to take one guy that we called him chaparro, and that means small or short in Spanish.
And those people not known for the tipping, and I mean improvisational artists. I don't know where your people's heads are at.
Stand-ups are better tippers.
That's
but the improv guys.
Thank you. That's what I'm getting at. Ricky?
Yeah.
We'll take ourselves a quick break. I'll tell you what. I'll give you the $250 from Still Waiting, by the way, out on DVD as we speak.
Very cool.
And I'm giving it to you because you gave us a nice segue to Dag.
Well, thanks.
David Allen Greer, my main man, in studio next.
Can we get a moment of silence?
This is the Adam Carolla Show.
Yeah.
Central Park jogging path as a wacky surprise for morning runners. Uh-oh, here comes a young lady now. Let's see what happens. Oh, that looked painful. Her nose is bleeding all over the place. Isn't it icky?
I think my nose is broken.
More like shattered. Oh, yes, you're right on that one. But that's okay, because you're the featured injury on tonight's Ouch, That's Funny. Can you believe it?
You mean you did this to me?
Of course we did. You ran face first into this super hardened glass. Look. And by golly, it was funny.
Oh, but what about my nose? I'm a model, you know.
A model? Not anymore.
Don't miss Ouch, That's Funny. Tonight at 7:30, right after Aramaic Jeopardy on Super TV 3.
97.1.
Hey, watch fast. It's Webcast Wednesday, 97.1 FM Talk.
Right now is the perfect time to advertise your business on 97.1 FM Talk. That's because we're SoCal's #1 radio station with adults with money to spend. We've also got 3 times the streaming audience of any other station in town. Oh, sure, times are tough, but that means only the smart will survive. And smart businesses know that the ones that advertise today are the ones that will be here tomorrow. Like Sit and Sleep, Southern California Ford dealers, Miles Berman, and Trader Joe's. So do yourself a favor. Call Dave Severino today at 323-930-7350. He'll get you on the air fast. And he's making deals. Be one of the smart businesses. Call Dave Severino at 323-930-7350. Adam Carolla Mornings.
God, Carolla's taste in music blows.
Tom Leykis Afternoons.
I think, the people who are responsible should not be rewarded in paying higher taxes to bail out the stupid neighbor.
97.1 FM Talk.
You know, there's nothing worse than watching a loved one grow old, deteriorate, and die. Sure, it's part of the great circle of life, but it's also an expensive, diaper-changing, drool-wiping, unwelcome reminder that we too will soon be sitting for hours in our own BM. But now, Mercy Industries has an amazing new way to avoid inevitable body function failure. Stuffed with Love, human taxidermy designed to save money and preserve your loved one's dignity. Stuffed with Love euthanizes senior citizens before they start pooping in their slacks and demanding Band-Aid sandwiches. Imagine, you can just take Granny out of the woodshed and place her right in the middle of that new family photo. She'll always look great. Stuffed with Love.
Order today, and Stuffed with Love will send you a free full-body travel case that folds to fit safely overhead in most commercial airliners.
So don't waste time and tears watching loved ones die. Instead, smile and get them stuffed with love.
You're watching Webcast Wednesdays with Adam Carolla. 97.1 FM Talk.
Now, to keep you entertained... Oh, it's Tim Conway Jr. Well, at least someone will be talking.
And then that whole concept of giving you a little bit of a disease to protect you from that. I mean, if you told me, hey, I'm going to shoot a little bit of syphilis in your arm, and then you don't even have to worry about whether a girl is nasty or not, How about that?
Right, exactly.
Like Rasputin, you'll be immune to syphilis.
Yeah, I don't know if I'd take that shot.
Yeah, so it just sounds strange. Here, let me shoot this flu in you.
Yeah, it does sound weird, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, if somebody said, I'm going to give you a little herpes, but you're not going to get the big herpes ever. I'm like, I don't know, man.
This is going to protect you from your whole head becoming a scab,
Well, I had a friend, speaking of that, with the herpes. I once had, I was in high school, and I didn't have a herpes. I just literally had an ingrown hair above my lip.
Yeah.
But it looked like it could have been like a herpes. If you look at it, Jerry, please. And there was a big party that weekend, and I said to the chick that I was going to go with, I said, I'm not going to this party. And she goes, why not? I said, because I don't want to go to a party with that thing on my lip, because then everyone will talk about that for 3 years. We're like, oh, that's the guy. And she says, yeah, but our friend Ken Blank, he goes to parties with that on his lip all the time. I go, that's right. I don't want to be the reference for that. You notice how he's the reference for that. I don't want to be that dude.
The Tim Conway Jr. Show, weeknights at 8 on 97.1, SoCal's FM talk station.
This is the Adam Carolla Show, webcast live at adamcarolla.com.
Barack Obama. Okay, so what is it about Mr. Obama's policies that excite you so much?
It's so much about him that's all deep and whatnot. There's so many things about his whole candidacy that excite me. He talk about a lot of things that's very important. Things like countries shouldn't be talking smack about each other and whatnot, and how world leaders should be all nice, and they shouldn't be trying to dog them out. We should be nice and things and don't write bad things online about each other. Because if they do get loud, we know he will bust their ass.
David Allen Greer on the Adam Carolla Show.
Dag, my main man.
Nice!
Save it for rehearsal, Dag.
Oh, my God.
You got to rehearse today? Dancing with the Stars.
Let me ask you something, man. My first, I'm doing DWTS.
Dancing with the Stars, David Allen Greer, yes. What's your first dance?
First dance is a waltz.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to meet Lawrence Taylor. Lawrence Taylor is on this year.
Yeah.
He's like the greatest
would you say who is the greatest football player in NFL history?
Well,
he's definitely one of them.
Everyone says Jim Brown, but LT for the guys that don't go back that old school. Huge impact player. I mean, obviously, when you're planning your game and you're looking out for one guy the entire time you're practicing your offense, and he actually changed the game.
He said rehearse.
Yeah, I was thinking about Dancing with the Stars.
But is there any? No, the people don't know. People don't know. Like, so my whole interview where they're like,
Len doesn't know the difference between you and LT. By the way, when you say people don't know,
it's going to get confusing for him.
But they're doing the whole pre-interview.
The large Negro. Which one are you speaking of?
Why are you here to do Dancing with the Stars? I was like, but you don't. LT, what he did is he redefined the game. All I did is talk about Lawrence Taylor, like how huge he was.
Well,
man.
LT is a great lesson, which is if you're touched by the hand of God, you don't have to practice that hard.
Yeah, but
that's the message.
Does that describe your dancing?
No, I'm rehearsing, man. I'm rehearsing as much as I can.
He did coke, banged hookers, and showed up and played every Sunday.
And
you
know what?
ass.
Exactly. That's what he did.
So now let's talk about your rehearsal for a second.
Well, first
because Jewel has been blogging that her feet are filled with blisters.
Whatever. I mean, look, it's like this, man. I think people will be surprised. I've been on Broadway, a couple times, nominated for a Tony. So
Jeff Ross was confident, nay, cocky, when he came in here before Dancing with the Stars.
But he didn't have a dance background.
Wow.
Yeah.
I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I just hope that I don't get kicked off the first week.
Well,
I hope I'm not the ringer.
You have danced
on
stage before.
Yes, I have.
Many times.
If Steve O outlasts you, I would be shocked.
He might. Steve O's got skills. He can blow things out of his butt. He can set his head on fire. I mean,
Sure.
Adam, he came in a unicycle. Okay, great.
Right.
But Steve O
I didn't staple my sack to my inner thigh.
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly.
Steve O will set his pubes on fire and last another week.
Yes. Can you imagine that for a finale of a dance number? And trust me, he will do that.
He went to clown college. And by the way, as a parent, what's worse, bartending school or clown college when your kid makes the announcement?
Clown college. I had a friend who was a black clown, and he said the other clowns were racist because he was really angry. He's like, man, you think it's a joke? It's not, man. Them little clowns, when they were in the car, they put too much explosives in there. So all the little clowns get out, and he got out. Boom! They tried to kill me, man. They tried to kill me.
Angry black clown.
Yes.
He's at a kid's party holding one fist in the air with a black glove on it.
He
Well,
said
you
the
think
little
you'll
people.
be safe from racism at clown college?
Yes,
No.
of course. Well, we will be now with Obama in office and things.
All right, let's focus on Dancing with the Stars for a second. How many hours a day are you going?
11 to 3.
So you're going about four hours or so
11
a day.
But you know how it is. I mean, sometimes like yesterday, I was an hour late because no one told me. So we danced. But we're good. We were doing the waltz the first week, and then we're doing the salsa the second week.
Right.
That's what I'm really excited about. Salsa.
At a certain point, you start doing 2 dances a week, and that's when I pointed out to Julianne Hough, that'll be where I'm getting off this train, and it's right about where I ended up getting booted off, because the notion of doing 2, learning 2 a week sounds insane when you're having so much trouble learning 1.
Well, I think my partner is happy to be dancing with me because I can move a little bit, so she's getting like I'm gonna jump up in the air, then you go on your knees, and you do a back bend, and then I'll land on your face. I'm like, I can't.
Right, because you know how to pick up choreography and you know counts.
I do, but kind of. I'm not a dancer. I was in musicals. I sang and people danced around me.
Right. And now what? If there's a part of this that makes you nervous, because for some people it's the dancing. For others, it's 20 million people watching you when Bergeron puts a microphone in your face. You're cool with that part?
Oh, I'm fine with all that. I mean, I'm not here. I don't know what they're expecting. You know what I'm saying? I'm just being myself because I think when you come in for the big press shoot, they're like, oh, you're gonna come in with the zingers, like I'm gonna be Joker Man, but I'm really just trying to learn these dances.
You got your dance face on,
exactly.
David Allen Greer,
pull the old dance belt out and dust it off.
In studio, rocking the codpiece.
Absolutely, keeping the myth alive.
We'll take ourselves a quick break.
Banner Holyfield. Four-time champion, wow.
Would you have that? We'll play that. I'll tell you what.
Man, the Holyfield.
We'll
Dalamola.
He's on the Alan
You
Carolla
listen
show.
to the Alamola show? Father Carolla show? You listening to Adam
Evander, if you could just slate.
Yeah, Banner Holyfield.
Say your name and then.
Banner Holyfield.
All right, and then say.
Banner Holyfield.
And you're listening to the Adam Carolla show.
Captain Dole show.
No. Say, I'll tell you what. I'm Evander Holyfield.
I'm Evander Holyfield.
And whenever I'm in Los Angeles, I listen to the Adam Carolla show.
I listen to the show. Adam Carolla
you know,
show.
if we could just get a clean Adam Carolla, I think we could cut it together.
Adam Patroller.
Do we have that?
I'm
Evander Holyfield. The only four-time heavyweight champion of the world.
The only four-time heavyweight.
Best that it ever been.
You're listening to the Adam Carolla show.
I love Evander Holyfield.
Yeah, listen to the Alan Drilling show.
Alan Drilling.
Alan Drilling show.
I'm Evander Holyfield.
I'm Evander Holyfield. On the four-time champion world.
I'm Evander Holyfield.
Best ever what?
Alan Drilling show.
I'm Evander Holyfield.
Evander Holyfield. Let me get this. Evander Holyfield.
You know you've been punching the head too many times when you're screwing up your own first name.
I'm Evander Holyfield.
This is family meeting time. Please stop, Dad. Please. Why? I'm Evander Holyfield.
It's got to be tough at Thanksgiving when his mom's like, Evander, would you hand me the
I'm Evander Holyfield.
Evander? Sorry.
You talking about Evander Holyfield? Only four-time champion. Wow. Bring me the steak now.
We'll take ourselves a break. David Allen, Greer in studio. Back next.
You're watching Webcast Wednesday, which means either Adam Carolla, Frosty, Heidi, and Frank, or Danny Bonaducci. Yeah, I still don't have a clock in here. 97.1 FM Talk. Los Angeles. You asked for it, and now you have it. Welcome to the all-new 97.1 Rick FM, the first station in SoCal to be playing nothing but Rick Astley songs. Mornings wake up with a little Rick Astley. And then be sure to tune in to the all-repeat middays when you'll get to hear even more Rick Astley. And finally, Rick Astley will be driving you home afternoons. Finally, a station where you can Rickroll your friends on the FM dial. Welcome to the all-new 97.1 Rick FM, where the Rick Astley songs never stop.
Thursdays at 5. And I won't be satisfied until my mouth is full of nuts. Adam Carolla Mornings.
It's good. It's not great for nudity.
Tom Leykis Afternoons. So you thought everything was bad. You thought everything was going down the old crapper. This is 97.1 FM Talk.
Presenting Webcast Wednesdays. Every Wednesday from 6A to 2B, you can watch us live on the web at 971 FM Talk. From all the cool guests and wacky hijinks on the Adam Carolla Show to the internal feuding and alcohol consumption on Frosty, Heidi, and Frank.
Webcast Wednesdays!
Webcast Wednesdays, every Wednesday.
This is another Grammy Spotlight. You may remember Bobby Thicke, lead singer for the early 80s supergroup Chafed Thighs. After being comatose for nearly 20 years, Bobby's new CD, Christ, I'm on Fire, has scored him a Grammy nomination in this year's No He's Not Dead category. Bobby told me why he returned to recording.
When you're homeless for like 20 years and stuff, he'll just do anything for your next fix. A meal.
Bobby told me an amusing story of how he came up with the idea for Christ, I'm on Fire.
I'm there one day and these kids come up and they were, but they had, I thought it was soda and they poured it on me and then threw a match and poof, there I go, up in flames. I swear I saw Jesus Christ and he said to me, hey asshole, get in a puddle.
Catch Bobby performing Christ, I'm on Fire when he comes to this Sunday night.
When I say Webcast, you say Wednesday. Webcast!
Wednesday.
All right, you look like a real dork talking to your computer monitor there. This is 97.1 FM Talk.
This is Dead Air. We wanted to say something here, but this is Dead Air. So please stand by, but for now, this is Dead Air. This is getting old real fast, but this is Dead Air. We had to fill this time with something. This is Dead Air. Well, you hasten the commercials, but you've got to admit this is better than any commercial. Well, you hasten the commercials, but you've got to admit this is better than any commercial.
Like 101, Thursdays at 5. Call 1-800-PEP-BOYS or PEPBOYS.com.
This is the Adam Carolla Show, webcast live at adamcarolla.com.
Unser Jr. with a bit of an advantage at the exit of turn number 2. Fans on their feet, the back straightaway, pumping their fists. Sam Hornish Jr. pulls out in front. Mike Lazier goes to the high side, get the cameras out for a photo finish. Buddy Lazier trying to make it 3 wide. Unser Jr. Sam Hornish side by side. Hornish is going to win it. Sam Hornish Jr. by 24 ten-thousandths of a second.
Sam Hornish Jr. on the Adam Carolla Show.
David Allen Greer along with Revander Holyfield.
Revander Holyfield.
Revander Holyfield. You like NASCAR, Revander?
Yeah, I like NASCAR show.
Sam Hornish Jr. is on the phone. Show. Hey, Sam?
Hello.
Great to speak to you.
It's nice to be on.
Sam's going to be driving in the Auto Club 500 this Sunday. I have and that's out here in Fontana. I have a quick and stupid question for you. If it says 500, it's always 500 miles, right? Whatever.
There's sometimes that they'll say 500 will be a 500 lap event, like when we run at Bristol Parksville. So there's sometimes that's a little misleading.
But this week you will be covering 500 miles.
Well, we sure hope so.
How long does that take?
Point.
Does that take like 2 hours?
It'll probably take about 3.5, 4 hours, just depending on the cautions and whatnot.
Wow.
What is Sam Hornish Jr., by the way, on the phone, going to be driving at the Auto Club Speedway in Fontana? Tickets available as we speak. I think we have some to give away. 500 miles. What is and by the way, it's cool out today and probably this weekend, but sometimes it gets over 100 degrees. How many pounds do you lose sitting in that cockpit?
I'm not really sure. Don't have a real good number, I guess, but even if it's 60 degrees or if it's 100 degrees, there's really only probably about 5 degrees difference in temperature so inside the car, because everywhere that we race at, it'll be anywhere from 110 to 130 degrees inside the cockpit of the car.
Is that why the guy hands you the Gatorade on the stick?
Yeah, we actually we run about we have a 32 ounce mug, not a mug, but like a little cooler box thing that I have my water in, and we ran in Pocono, Pennsylvania last year, and it was like 100% humidity, and I ended up going through 2.5 of those. So even though you do lose a lot of weight from sweating, you're trying to keep up with your hydration through that.
I don't know if you're married, Sam Hornish Jr.
Yeah, I'm married.
I would force my wife to feed me with the stick. Whatever, lasagna, whatever she's making, everything had to just come to me via the stick. I'd just be on the sofa, and they'd come, and then someone come run in and wipe down the TV screen real fast and run back off.
Maybe she can hand him his mail on the stick.
Wow. Yeah, I could go
slippers.
for that. Or
I tried to get her
divorce
to do that,
papers.
but didn't go for it. So,
dude, let me ask you a question. This is David Allen Greer. Are there any black drivers in NASCAR?
Hell yeah, Willie T. Ribs. Come on.
He's an Indy driver, man, from like 82.
Whatever. It's black and it's got 4 wheels.
Only NASCAR driver. How about are there any like Asian, Hispanic, nobody?
Bill Lester drove the truck series for quite a while. And
That's right.
He wasn't competitive because of the spinners.
Well, they're throwing you down. You can't go faster because you're spinners.
It's unsprung weight. You got to pull them off.
Go Willie Lester, only NASCAR truck driver in the league, 4-time almost champion, going slow, 30 miles an hour. Hell yeah.
Sam, but maybe this day will be upon us soon, because I remember a day when the idea of a Japanese make on the track would have been blasphemy, and now there's Toyotas out there being competitive, right?
Yeah, definitely. And there's NASCAR does have a Drive for Diversity program, so I mean there's quite a few different drivers, and Juan Montoya, which is a Colombian driver, he's been in the series for 2 years now. So I mean they do have quite a few different people. I mean it's just it's one of those things where it takes a little while to there's primary, like there was a point in time in NASCAR where if you were from the north you weren't really
wow.
You had to be running Shine. You physically had to put Shine in the back seat of your car, and a guy played the banjo in order to join the circuit.
That was before Drive for Diversity.
It's true. But wait a minute, there's a country where NASCAR is really, is it Mexico or something where NASCAR is really popular? Where is that?
Definitely, NASCAR's reach has gone far past the United States, and Mexico has become very popular. Canada, and it's kind of amazing to me because we'll go to quite a few different races throughout the year. Last year, I was at Talladega, and there was a group of about 10 Japanese fans that came over just for the race.
Wow.
I mean,
in one container.
Actually getting a lot they're outside the United States.
That's how they travel. Hey, Sam Hornish, can I ask you one last question? You drive for Dodge. You drive the Dodge Charger, and Mobil One's the sponsor. But the big three are having a little trouble lately. Is there an issue? Is it going to affect NASCAR? I mean, what if... how does this impact your job?
Yeah, it's real.
It's a big thing. If any of those companies start to have problems, I mean that really affects our livelihood. And of course, it stretches far beyond what we're doing as far as the entertainers kind of driving the race cars. But my parents own a company that about 95% of their work is done for General Motors, and the rest of it's split up between the other big three manufacturers. So it's a big deal. I mean, people don't really realize how far that stretches out. And
they say 1 in 10 Americans would be affected in some way, shape, or form if the big three went under.
And 10 Japanese.
That's right.
It's definitely, it'll affect me.
Wow, that's kind of sad.
Well, they say win on Sunday, sell on Monday, Dad.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
so
all right, then.
when Sam Hornish is winning
Sunday,
at the Auto Club 500
check it out on Monday.
This Sunday at 3 o'clock.
Yeah, wait, I got one last. Do we have time? I have one last question.
Sure.
One time I was at a radio station, right, and this NASCAR guy invited me to ride with him during a race.
Mm-hmm.
Wouldn't that slow him down?
During a race?
I swear. He said, look, would you like to be in my car and ride with me at Fontana during a race? Would you guys ever do that?
Well, I don't think they'd allow us to do it, but definitely.
So this was okay, cool. So this was before the race. I was like, really? I don't know.
Yeah, this is before the race.
I said no because I'm like, I don't know you. We're gonna be sweating for 3 hours, going around in a circle. My neck's all stretched out.
Plus, the windows are down, right? I mean, there's no windows, so if you yawn, the car would come to a stop. Your mouth is so big.
It's true,
a huge sail.
And what do you talk about after the 12th lap? We going round. I said we going round. We talk later.
Would you ask to turn on the radio?
Huh?
Sam Hornish Jr., good luck to you this weekend, by the way.
All right, thanks. I appreciate you guys having me on.
We have a couple of tickets to give away.
That was sad, man. Why are you going to ask about NASCAR is really being affected, man. It's gone down over 30%. People are being late. Oh, yeah. Mechanics teams are cutting back. People are being laid off.
No, they're not.
Yes,
really?
they are. Yes, they are.
Did not know that.
I heard that on NPR.
Well, you have to. It's nonstop NASCAR chatter on that station. That's why I don't listen anymore.
Well, the only story they did was about, it's bad for the hillbillies, for the Obama voters.
Hi, this is Dick Trickle, and whenever I'm in Los Angeles, I listen to Morning Becomes Eclectic on NPR.
Hey, Evander Holyfield, Lana Holyfield, 4-time on the Champagne World. I love my empire. Kevin on the show.
Hey, Jerry.
Good morning.
Yo.
You want a couple of tickets to go out to Fontana this weekend?
Hell yeah. Yeah, heck yeah.
Now, he says here we have 5 tickets, but I'm guessing that's 5 pairs of tickets along with some parking passes. Is that right? 5 would be a weird, odd number.
It's a NASCAR prize pack, so I think it's 5 tickets.
Oh, it is.
Is that how many?
All right.
Yes, you and your crew.
Prize pack. All right, you and your crew. Jerry?
1 plus 4. Okay.
You and your crew are going to go into picturesque Fontana.
All right,
this Sunday.
Hey, I'm from Colton, so that's all
That's
good,
a nice
man.
step up.
All right.
Wow. Hey, good news, crew. We're going to Fontana. Only if you live in Colton could that sound good.
Louder move up top.
Woo! You're like the Jeffersons.
Man. I went to Fontana to see some motorcycle races, and it was scary even when the motorcycles were there.
Yeah.
It was just like, ooh.
Dag big two-wheel fan, by the way. Now, can we hear Evander one more time, just so Dag?
I'm Evander Holyfield. The only 4-time heavyweight champion of the world. Best that it ever been.
And you're listening to the Adam Carolla Show.
You listen to the Adam who?
Adam Carolla Show.
You are listening to the Alan Drilling Show.
Wait, I gotta tell you this quick story. So I do this a charity every year. In Aspen we talk about.
Mm-hmm.
So when I used to race Evander Holyfield on skis, and I would beat him. And like the 3rd year running, they're like, David, you get to race against Evander Holyfield. And I was like, hey, Evander, we're racing again. He goes, man, why am I always racing you? And I was like, my butt got so tight because he he almost popped. You know what I mean?
He's the real deal.
And I was like, wow, this dude could kill me. I was like, you're my hero. I just want to be near you, man. He had that really scared voice. And he was like, okay, man.
Yeah, he was cool.
Yeah, he was cool, but I was.
Well, Rebander's a competitor.
He is.
He doesn't like to lose in the ring or on the slopes.
Did you think about letting Rebander win at the ski race?
No, because Rebander Holyfield on skis, it was great that he participated in this charity, but he was kind of like Jeff Ross on the dance floor.
Well,
a little stiff.
Speaking of Rebander Holyfield, David Allen Greer in studio.
Hey, now.
You know what I love about human beings? I believe our next guest coming up is Bruce Valanche. And if you took Bruce and you put him in his underpants and you stood him next to Evander, you would not know that they were from the same phylum or the same planet.
Right.
We got diversity, baby.
It would be like, you're right. Scientists would be like, and what are we looking at now?
We're same species.
Really? No, really. What species?
Same species.
So we saw the whale. Now what is this here?
No, they're both the same. They're both human beings.
I'm sorry.
Homo erectus.
I got the homo part. Now what?
no. They're both the same. They're the same family.
I think there's been a discrepancy. May I see the place card, please?
Yeah. You want to talk?
Holyfield.
You want to talk about range?
Wow.
That is range. All
Bruce
right.
is funny, man. He's been funny for like ever.
We will talk to Dag next. I think producer of the Oscars, Bruce.
When you banned the Holyfield.
Is he producing them?
No,
Yeah.
he's head writer.
Head writer.
He worked for Bette Midler. He did.
Yeah,
he's
done it all.
funny. He's funny forever.
All right, hang on a second. I think Bruce is on the phone now. Hang on a second, Bruce. We'll take a quick break. Back with Dag next.
Love the way he takes the little brothers and sisters, broke down runaways, the downtrodden from the projects, and it gets them off the streets.
This is the Adam Carolla Show.
This is 97. David Hasselhoff.
That's right, he's the Hoff, and he's coming live to Gibson Amphitheater. And your friends here at 97.1 The Rooster, SoCal's only death metal talk station, want to send you to go see David Hasselhoff. Just be caller 10 when you hear the Hoff say this.
Jump in my car, I wanna take you home.
Or something like that. The winner's gonna get a family 4-pack of tickets to see David Hasselhoff live at Gibson Amphitheater. All these amazing tunes are brought to you by your friends over at Gibson Amphitheater and 97.1 The Rooster, SoCal's FM Hoff. Welcome to the all-new Jammin' 97.1 Jams. Your music for L.A., Daddy Yankee, Pitbull, Flo Rida, Chris Brown, Obituary, and Slayer. This is the new Jammin' 97.1 Jams, L.A.'s awesome new station. Hip-hop, reggaeton, and death metal.
Lycus 101, Thursdays at 5. And I won't be satisfied until my mouth is full of nuts.
Los Angeles, you asked for it, and now you have it. Welcome to the all-new 97.1 Rick FM, the first station in SoCal to be playing nothing but Rick Astley songs. Mornings wake up with a little Rick Astley. And then be sure to tune in to the all-repeat middays when you'll get to hear even more Rick Astley. And finally, Rick Astley will be driving you home afternoons. Finally, a station where you can rickroll your friends on the FM dial. Welcome to the all-new 97.1 Rick FM, where the Rick Astley songs never stop.
Lycus 101, Thursdays at 5.
If all women were ball-busting bitches, I'd go gay.
Lycus 101, Thursdays at 5.
I love to hump. I hump with a condom.
Lycus 101, Thursdays at 5.
You're watching Danny Bonaducci on Webcast Wednesday.
Bitch, we entertain.
Yeah, that's right, that guy. This is 97.1 FM Talk. You're watching Webcast Wednesday, which means either Adam Carolla, Frosty, Heidi, and Frank, or Danny Bonaducci. Yeah, I still don't have a clock in here. 97.1 FM Talk. When I say Webcast, you say Wednesday. Webcast. Wednesday. All right, you look like a real dork talking to your computer monitor there. This is 97.1 FM Talk, online. You're watching Webcast Wednesday, because Thursday didn't start with a W. 97.1 FM Talk. Hey, watch fast. It's Webcast Wednesday, 97.1 FM Talk. You're watching The Dooch Man, Danny Bonaducci, on Webcast Wednesday, 97.1 FM Talk. You're watching Webcast Wednesday. Don't get too close to the screen. Danny will punch you in the face. 97.1 FM Talk. You're watching Webcast Wednesdays with Adam Carolla, 97.1 FM Talk.
Adam Carolla Mornings.
It's good. It's not great for nudity.
Tom Leykis. Afternoons. Netherlands. So you thought everything was bad. You thought everything was going down the old crapper. This is 97.1 FM Talk.
Presenting Webcast Wednesdays. Every Wednesday from 6A to 2B, you can watch us live on the web at 971 FM Talk. From all the cool guests and wacky hijinks on the Adam Carolla Show to the internal feuding and alcohol consumption on Frosty, Huddy, and Frank.
Webcast Wednesdays!
Webcast Wednesdays, every Wednesday.
This is another Grammy Spotlight. You may remember Bobby Thicke, lead singer for the early 80s supergroup Chafed Thighs. After being comatose for nearly 20 years, Bobby's new CD, Christ, I'm on Fire, has scored him a Grammy nomination in this year's No, He's Not Dead category. Bobby told me why he returned to recording.
When you're homeless for like 20 years and stuff, he'll just do anything for your next fix. A meal.
Bobby told me an amusing story of how he came up with the idea for Christ, I'm on Fire.
I'm there one day and these kids come up and they were, but they had, I thought it was soda and they poured it on me and then threw a match and poof, there I go, up in flames. I swear I saw Jesus Christ and he said to me, hey, asshole, get in a puddle.
Catch Bobby performing Christ, I'm on Fire when he comes to this Sunday night.
Hey, check it out. You're watching Webcast Wednesday. Stay tuned because there's more awesome stuff coming up. Guaranteed. 97.1 FM Talk.
Do you suffer from sinus headache pain?
The pounding, the throbbing, oh.
Want fast relief? Get new Nasosinusol Mist, formerly by prescription only, now available over the counter. Nasosinusol Mist. Nasosinusol is not for children under the age of 12.
This is the Adam Carolla Show, webcast live at adamcarolla.com. It's time to talk Academy Awards.
And the Oscar goes to
Bruce Vilanch on the Adam Carolla Show.
He'll be on the phone in 1 second. David Allen Greer, who's won an Oscar in my heart many times over.
Love being here.
Is on the program. He's going to be on Dancing with the Stars as well as the Tempe Improv. Tempe, Arizona tomorrow through Thursday and Sunday. Did your partner offer to travel with you? Because,
yes,
they will.
Tempe, and I couldn't wait to tell my wife. I was like,
awesome.
That sexually open blonde young single dancer's going to be in Tempe with old leg. She was like, I don't like that. I'm like, it's a show, honey.
Baby.
It's a show. I got to do it.
Show business. Bruce Vilanch.
Did you do this, though? Did you do this on my first rehearsal? I had my sweats on. I didn't wear any.
Dag, we got Bruce Vilanch on the blower.
Let her know what she's dancing with. You know what I mean?
Oh, what's in the trunk?
I was free balling.
Hey, Bruce.
Hey, girl. Woo!
David Allen Greer, who's on with us.
Yes.
What's up, Bruce?
Oh.
How are you?
Replaced Whoopi Goldberg on Broadway.
I did.
In what role?
It was in Funny Thing Happened on the Way to the Forum. She was very nice. Whoopi's awesome. She's always been nice.
Jenny Bick on the phone as well, also writing for the Oscars. Bruce, let me say this about Whoopi.
Yeah?
There's, could you please move out to New York and get her an IFB so you can make her funny on The View?
She's got to sit there with those three pinheads.
Yeah, I know.
And Barbara, who shows up occasionally to yenta the thing on and protect her investment. And she's referee. She's the world's highest paid umpire.
I got to say, though, I had a newfound appreciation for what Bruce does when I realized what Whoopi does without Bruce. Let's just put it that way.
Well, so what do you guys do, though? You're going to be there. Say like, somebody just won an Oscar, and they're walking off stage, and they slip, and they face plant.
Right.
I'm the host, Bruce. Give me a joke.
Let's say the person is Kate Winslet who fell.
Kate Winslet. Face plant. Boom.
Wow. What would you do?
Wow.
I would say, yeah, she went down faster than the Titanic.
All right.
There you go. Wow.
Jenny, you want to get in there? Give me one, honey. I'm about to go on.
It's on Revolutionary Road.
All right. I'm just going to sit this one out.
Okay, wait. How about this? Bruce and Jenny did a really good job. What about Sean Penn goes up there to accept his Oscar, and he goes on a long, rambling political diatribe?
That'll never happen.
Then what?
Oh, I like this.
Yeah, we bring out Madonna behind him.
Yeah.
Oh, I got one last one.
And I'm fabulous.
Mickey Rourke, who I predict, I'm going on record, will win Best Actor.
Wow. He's a 30-1 favorite.
Chihuahua, I will bet money. I'll go to Vegas on that one. His Chihuahua just died.
Yeah, we heard.
Loki.
Yeah, Loki.
What if he comes on and he's weeping and going on and dedicating his Oscar to Loki?
We give him a new puppy.
What do you say after that?
Yeah.
Ding dong, the bitch is dead.
No, usually just, hey, Bruce, how about this one? Jenny, hey, guys, look, you tell him to go, he's dog, right? Or Yogi, you go, I guess he wasn't that into you.
Good stuff. Pot him down.
Wait a minute, doing sex in the
Brian, pot him down, please. Pot him down.
He wasn't that into
Pot him down.
right?
Pot him down. Thank you. Thank you.
Take a little time to be quiet.
Bruce Valanche is on the blower. Bruce, how many years is this for you in the Oscars?
20th year.
Wow.
I mean, which I can't believe either, because every year they say never again, and then they call me again. So
a lot of controversy, and I know you can't pick a favorite because of politics, but tell us some of your favorites to work with over the last 20 years.
Oh, well, you know, Billy Crystal, I did 8 of them with him, and Steve Martin, and I did 4 of them with Whoopi. And
4 of them? Did Whoopi do 4?
Whoopi did 4.
Wow.
And was there somebody that was trouble? Like, again, I don't want to get you into trouble, but if I bring up Jon Stewart, you can go, John's John. You just say his name twice, and then we'll do the a-hole math?
He wasn't trouble at all. The first time he was nervous. Nervous.
I understand.
Second time he wasn't at all because he had done it before, and also because there was a writer's strike, and he had to put the whole thing together in 2 weeks before.
I think we understand this.
What can we? I know you can't step on too much, but the Hugh Jackman thing, a little controversial. For the first time in a long time, a comedian's not doing it.
Bruce, I heard he's going to come out of a closet in his.
Come on.
What? He comes out of a closet and he sings a song.
That's Wolverine.
It's not a joke.
That's Wolverine. It's
What can you tell us, and Jenny, jump into, and, you know, Bruce, I know you're going to be back next year, but Jenny, there's a good chance you won't be asked back. So feel free to spout off and say whatever you want.
You're just not that into her.
That's good stuff. Pot him down. Please pot his mic down. What can we look forward to with Wolverine this year? So can you give us any hints, any tips?
There's going to be a lot of big numbers. There's going to be a lot of entertainment, some surprise guests.
Yeah.
Musical guests?
A whole bunch of musical stuff.
Yeah.
Surprise guests?
Some surprise guests.
They're not giving the lineup out this year, correct?
No, they're keeping it really secret. We don't even know.
But Peter Gabriel backed out.
Yes.
I'm fine with that, frankly. I mean, I love Peter Gabriel, but I'm fine with him backing out of the Oscars. I don't care.
You and Jenny, you don't even know who the presenters are going to be?
No, we know.
They know.
We know who they're going to be, but things change. You know, the thing is, when you book somebody on this show and you don't announce it, then they can back out.
Right.
Oh,
yeah.
Right.
Let me ask you a question, Bruce. What is the best one-liner that you have given to a host that they just didn't do?
Oh,
you didn't even have to say who it was. Just give me the joke.
I can't even remember.
Wow.
What is the best one that they did do that's one of your favorites?
Did he come out and say, I'm sorry we're late, but I had an argument in the car with Rihanna?
Wow.
That is awesome. I like it. I think it's funny.
But, we could do it.
It's not always gold.
Always gold. No.
And how does it physically work? The host, obviously you guys rehearse the opening and the introduction, all that kind of stuff, but then anything could happen. Somebody could get down and start doing one-arm push-ups, or somebody could make an off-color remark.
Oprah.
You're standing next to them backstage, right?
Right.
And you and a small group of writers, I'm guessing,
How many
right?
writers? How many?
It varies from year to year. I think we got 6 this year.
Did you say 60?
And I think I recognize Jenny Bick's name. Did you write for Sex and the City?
Yes. That's why I said, he's not that into you.
I just picked it up now.
Is it that obscure?
I thought that was some of your topical humor.
Well, no. Jenny Bick's awesome.
And you guys will try to come up with something in just a few moments that the person is accepting, or the musical numbers going on the fly to feed to the host on the way out. Yes,
that's
absolutely.
Right.
And I actually did that job once for Jimmy Kimmel on the American Music Awards.
Yeah.
And Dick Clark. Flung the curtain open in the little room I was in watching the monitor. He pointed at me and he said, "Jimmy, get out there on stage."
Oh, was this pre or post-stroke?
I think it was during the stroke, actually.
Oh, now Bruce and Jenny.
There was a rider stroke.
You're kidding me?
No, I'm not kidding you.
Wow.
You guys can't go wrong having some jokes in your back pocket about how long the show is, right?
We could, yeah. I mean, we're looking at 3 hours and 8 minutes on the current schedule, but we're trying to avoid saying we're hoping that the show won't feel long.
Seems like there's always jokes about how long the show is.
Yeah, which is why you kind of don't want to do them again. We're looking for something a little different.
Wow.
Jenny,
tacky is what they're saying.
I'm one of the only straight guys to admit I watched Sex and the City quite religiously when it was on, and even got dragged to the movie where I got to see the guy's penis. It was exciting.
Right.
Did you write on the feature, the Sex and the City feature?
That was all Michael Patrick King. We just loved and supported him and helped him out a little bit.
All right, so you hate his guts.
Cursed him and threw darts at a picture of his head.
I hear no points and hate him.
Me too.
Yeah. Jenny, David Allen Greer here. I never watched Sex and the City because I'm not.
Well, you're going to be dancing with Gilles.
But hold on. I do have a question about an episode I heard was on. Why was it such a big deal to the women on Sex and the City when the guy wanted to kiss one of the characters after he was down in the canyon, let's say? Mm-hmm. Why was that such a big deal?
I think guys necessarily like. I mean, I don't know how you...
Who have you been dating?
She didn't write that episode.
She's responsible
Pot
for
him
every
down.
word on there.
Bruce,
I'm worried about you. I'm worried about you.
81st, by the way, 81st Academy Awards. This must be the longest running award show there is, right? I mean, that I'm aware. I mean, maybe the Nobel Peace Prize or something like that. But,
yeah, and they have a special, and I've always wanted to write that show.
Oh, yeah. And the touching in memoriam.
That's right.
Martin Luther King Jr. is going to be late. He's with some hookers in the dressing room, but go ahead on.
Bruce, what is your schedule like when you're not working for the Oscars? I mean, what's a normal year for you? Right? Who do you write for? Celebrities? Are you writing books? Like, how does it go?
It really varies. For 2 years, I was doing Hairspray on Broadway and on the road.
Oh,
yeah. That's right.
Took over for Harvey Fierstein.
That's a lot of hard work, isn't it, Bruce?
The what?
It's hard work. People don't know.
Unbelievable. 8 shows a week. It's insane. But it pushes like an OCD button that you don't know you have. You're like, you got to get out and do it again. Yeah. But Hairspray is a lot of fun. I mean, I understand Vanessa Redgrave. Like if I had to be Medea, killed my children and dragged them around the stage every night, I'd be out of my mind too.
Wow.
I thought you were talking about Tyler Perry, but either way.
Oh, look out.
Vanessa Redgrave material.
Don't get me in trouble.
That would be awesome. Is Tyler Perry going to come out as Medea? That's a what? The next reward.
Bruce.
Jenny, did you get any traction on that Tyler Perry idea? You guys can have it, It's from me to you.
To have Medea. Oh, that.
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow. Actually, that was...
And I'm not in that writer's room.
Bruce, there's no chance he'll be asked. Yes, 0 chance. And Bruce, I guess it's just a foregone conclusion that you will be the writer for this award show every year, right?
Who knows? I've done it 20 years, so it's not written in stone anywhere.
Yeah, but we just tested him, and he came up with that she went down faster than the Titanic joke like that.
Yeah,
Bruce
good
Valanche
stuff.
is funny. Let me ask you, Bruce, did you ever do stand-up? Bruce, did you ever do stand-up?
I just sit down,
Oh, see, that's comedy, baby.
It wasn't his best work, but he was...
Hey, I do a one-man show, and I tell stories and stuff, but I never actually did clubs or anything.
Right, okay.
Because it's a whole different energy, and it's just, not me. And I'm afraid I'd get mad and, call the audience names, and then I'd be Michael Richards for the rest of my life.
Wow.
81st Annual Academy Awards, by the way, the Oscars, of course, Sunday, February 22nd, live, 5 o'clock, ABC. Hugh Jackman. I'm officially intrigued. They haven't given the roster, and Hugh Jackman hosting. I'm intrigued.
Well, we're all going to watch. I'm going to watch.
Hey, Bruce, Jenny, one last thing. Hugh does seem like he can do anything. We don't see him in comedic roles very often, but does he have the comedy chops?
Yeah.
I think he does.
It's funny.
Uh-oh, the voice went up. Do you hear Jenny?
Yeah, ask her again. Does he have a big penis? Yeah, kind of, sort of. I think so. I'd say so.
I did 3 Tony Award shows that he hosted, and he won an Emmy for one, and I worked on The Boy from Oz, where he played Peter Allen, who I'd written for.
Oh, yeah.
So he got to play a guy
oh, yeah.
audience.
Yeah.
So wait a minute. He hosted the Tonys 3 times?
3 times, yeah.
We got to get these foreigners off of our award shows.
Come on, this is America. That's why we voted for Obama.
Bruce, Jenny, thanks for joining us.
Bye, Jenny.
Good times. Bruce Valanche, yeah.
Wow.
He got to get
really
back into
high.
Whoopi's head.
Her voice got really high.
It did get high.
It was...
Yeah. Yeah, the hop up an octave.
Yeah.
Let me ask you. Teresa, did you have fun when we had dinner that time?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. That is, try higher. I think you can get higher. Teresa, did you really, you kind of had a crush on me, didn't you? I was like...
Ella Fitzgerald in the Memorex commercial.
If I ask her one more question, she'll give the chimp. The chimp was like...
Let's take ourselves a quick break. David Allen Greer.
The chimp is attacking me!
Don't play the chimp sound effect after I say David Allen Greer.
Yeah, man, that's
How many
racist,
times have we discussed that?
Sensitivity.
Man?
I've been waiting all again. Let me tell you what that sounded like.
Post-racial.
David Allen Greer in studio.
Racist.
Dag in studio.
That's actually a clip from one of his shows.
This post-Obama.
Lynn and Alex, America's favorite gays, in studio with a Paris Hilton interview, by the way.
Yeah, this is an exclusive. They sat down at her home.
Right.
Does anyone... Okay.
What?
Okay, Dag, hang in with us.
All right.
Dancing with the Stars, Tempe, Arizona.
How dare you!
We'll be back.
You're watching Webcast Wednesdays with Adam Carolla. 97.1 FM Talk.
Hi, I'm Art Bernstein with a message for all kids under the age of 18. Hey, kids under the age of 18, you want beer and cigarettes? Of course you do. Then come to Art Bernstein's Beer and Cigarettes for Kids. It's the only place in town ballsy enough to admit that kids actually love beer and cigarettes, especially under the age of 18. At Art Bernstein's Beer and Cigarettes for Kids, that's all we carry. Beer and cigarettes. And that's all we serve. Kids under the age of 18. Preferably double-digit ages, since young kids have a nasty habit of setting themselves on fire every time they try to light up a freaking smoke. Come on, kids under the age of 18. Don't waste time and valuable kid energy hiding in an alley waiting for some drunk to wander by so you can ask him to buy you brews or smokes. You're never going to see that money again. Then what are you going to do? Call the cops on the drunk? Right.
Instead, come to Art Bernstein's Beer and Cigarettes for Kids, you dummy, where we give kids like you under the age of 18 the respect and the beer and cigarettes that you actually deserve.
Bring your mother's stolen pocketbook to Art Bernstein's Beer and Cigarettes for Kids. Just look for the giant neon smoking baby.
Adam Carolla Mornings.
Count the hours to the Stratego tournament with Dad. Awesome.
Tom Leykis Afternoons. You look into the face of a child and you see a guy you've had sex with in the past, you're not the girl for me.
This is 97.1 FM Talk.
Tonight on Super TV 3, kids love Freddy.
Hey, kid, don't step on my fucking tail, all right?
Grown-ups love Freddy.
I'm going straight up his chinos, right into his crotch.
And Freddy loves everybody.
I'm too sexy for this cage. Hey, fuck you, asswipe.
Freddy the foul-mouthed ferret.
Hey, dipshit, don't move the fucking chair when I'm walking on it.
Freddy the foul-mouthed ferret, a comedy the whole family will love. From the creators of Tommy the Incontinent Rat.
I'm a goddamn ferret, not a rat, you prick.
It's Freddy the foul-mouthed ferret.
Leykis 101, Thursdays at 5.
Welcome to the all-new Jammin' 97.1 Jams. Your music for L.A. Daddy Yankee, Pitbull, Flo Rida, Chris Brown, Obituary, and Slayer. This is the new Jammin' 97.1 Jams. L.A.'s awesome new station. Hip-hop, reggaeton, and death metal.
Vote for me, Walter Moore for mayor. I will turn this city around. We don't have to live in a crowded third world dump where gangs run the streets. Walter Moore for mayor. Go to waltermooreformayor.com. We can fix this city. Paid for by the committee to elect Walter Moore.
This is the Adam Carolla Show, webcast live at adamcarolla.com.
Boring.
Right now from laragmag.com.
Yeah, right. That's just a cover-up. You're gay.
Lynn and Alex.
You are a homosexual.
On the Adam Carolla Show.
Lynn and Alex, you guys, Hugh Jackman. First the Tonys, now the Oscars. You guys must be over the moon.
Oh, God, I wish I could see his moon.
Look out!
You know,
Never too early for crack,
Who would be the number one get? Who's the number one
Jake
get?
Gyllenhaal.
Jake Gyllenhaal, hands down.
Oh, God.
Was that before Brokeback Mountain?
No, it's post Brokeback Mountain.
Yeah.
Don't you go to bed at night and dream of Jake Gyllenhaal, Adam?
You know,
I
remember the
certainly
tent
do.
scene?
I dream of Bruce Valanche.
I wish I knew how to quit you.
Punching up my dreams.
That's a donkey punch, Adam.
Wow. Bruce,
He's not like a bear. He wouldn't be a cuddly.
Bruce Valanche?
Yeah.
I love Bruce, but he's in a category of his own.
Yeah.
He's not a
I'm gonna
bear.
wait outside. It's really getting ugly in here.
Where would Dag be in the kid department?
Ooh, Dag would be in some chocolate love Godiva, dark chocolate.
Godiva!
You wouldn't mind turning him out.
Thank you, guys.
Oh, we could turn you out, David. A couple apple martinis, little body lotion.
I remember.
We'll get you shiny.
I'll wait outside.
I remember when Dag used to do Men on Film, and we've been compared to that.
Oh, really?
So, and you look
we've stolen
good.
your bit so many times.
We've stolen that bit.
Thank
Hello,
you for
Men on
that.
Film.
Hey, listen, I want to ask you guys, down to gossip business.
Definitely.
What really happened between Chris Brown and Rihanna?
Oh, yeah, he beat her bad, girl.
Well,
He really did. He bit her.
Wow.
He bit her.
But to me, when a dude bites you, that's like you're really crazy. Not that I'm saying, a slap or a punch, hey, we all do it. I'm not saying that.
Yeah.
But I'm saying to me, that is like...
You mean that? You're saying she's crazy?
No,
Or he's
crazy
Okay.
if he bit
Clarify.
her. I mean, you know what I mean? Yeah. What else? Yeah, what else if he took a comb?
Yeah.
Like a hot comb and burned her. I mean,
Ooh, I hate a flat iron
Dag,
burn.
would you like to be the first celebrity of color to go on record to officially say that hitting women is not a great idea?
You and Jay-Z.
Every time they talk to one, every time they go out and they hit the black celebrities, and they're like, I love them both, and I pray for both.
We didn't want to criticize.
No,
We're praying for both of them.
Well, O.J. may have had a point.
Yeah, and the best was Terrence Howard came out and when the incident first happened,
scandal.
Terrence Howard stood up for Chris Brown. And then the Smoking Gun found out that in 2001 he actually was charged with assault and battery of his wife. So that was that kind of
ruined it.
Yeah.
But what happened with Chris and Rihanna is exactly what you think happened. You know, they got in a fight. He hit her. I'm sure she fought back, and we're not hearing about it.
Because you know she ain't putting up with that.
She did something you should never do to a rap star, which is pull the keys out of a $2,000 a day rented Lamborghini and throw them into a neighbor's shrub.
Why would you rent a Lamb? Why would you rent? Why?
Rent to
I don't know.
Why would
my
you
friends
pull the
own.
keys out and chuck them in a storm drain? That's the real question.
I don't own this car. I'm not telling you, man, Holyfield.
Well, she was over it, and she's recuperating in the Bahamas now, and you know her dad spoke. Oh hell no!
Let me just
Why
ask.
would you be with him?
Let me just ask Rebander
Well, he got
Holyfield
my
what he
money.
thinks about these two kids. What do you think about the story, Rebander?
What?
But what do you think about the whole
What
Rihanna
story?
Chris Brown thing?
I believe Van Holyfield.
I know, but
One thing about you, Adam, is you will pound a bad improv until it's dead and
like
steak.
a cutlet.
Yes,
He loves
right.
it.
you banned the Holyfield? Well, especially when I'm not the bad part of the improv.
Now, can we get to your conversation with Paris Hilton?
Oh my gosh!
Oh, you mean my new bestest friend forevers?
Adam, I know you're on the edge of your seat. Our Paris Hilton interview finally happened.
Yes, we made it through the crystal doors. Remember where we had been sadly
Sure.
standing out front of where we got declined our first interview?
Yes. See, Dag, when we last left, we were trying to get an interview with Paris Hilton, and we showed up at her door on last Friday.
Because we had an appointment. We didn't just show up.
Yeah, I had an appointment. I show up with gifts and gifts and gifts for her, and
Gifts,
they say,
girls.
"Oh no, Paris is ill."
She was ill. We literally were standing in the rain. Rain is falling on our garment bags filled with gifts and clothes. And they opened the door and we're like, Paris is very ill today, and she's just not going to be able to make it.
Turned away.
So then we rescheduled for Monday, and
Did you leave the gifts?
Oh no!
Oh no!
I bought
took
them.
those girls.
So then I rescheduled for Monday, and I had to
Give stuff away for
reschedule a
free.
plane flight. Okay, so I rescheduled my plane flight. Interviews at 3. They call. Nope, she's ill. She can do it at 5, but she can't do it at 3.
It was after the Grammys. It was the day after the Grammys, and I heard a lot of people got the flu the next morning from the Grammys.
really?
It was going around.
It was really going around.
It was on one of those vodka
So
bottles.
then I had to reschedule my flight for the second time.
And you know, that's hard for regular folk.
Right.
Wait a minute,
You
where
know.
does she live and where do you guys live?
We live in West Hollywood, shocker. And she lives on the top of Mulholland.
But
Again, shocker.
we were flying out of town, but then I pushed back my flight by 2 hours just to make this interview, and we show up. And we light it, and we wait for an hour, and then Paris Hilton comes down the stairs.
She literally cascades down the steps like glorious, glamorous smoke.
What is she wearing?
Oh my
She's
God.
wearing the cutest, like, little Asian dress, like, with a little snap here and, like, chest cleavage, like a snow pea.
You're
and
gonna
a
see it all on the
slit.
website.
Like what? Like wait, like
Like
what?
a snow
Snow
pea.
pea.
Like
You
a
can just
snow
see the
pea.
little bumps
Like a beautiful
coming.
snow
And
pea.
the slit is going up her legs.
All
It looks
the
like
way
a
up her
cheerleader
back.
outfit.
Slowly, gentlemen, slowly.
She's kind of got a geisha look.
She had she was so gorgeous. I'm telling you, I was tingling all over.
Really?
I
Did
didn't
she have
want to
the super long extensions or the
No,
medium?
short, sexy,
Why you
gorgeous,
trying to
golden
snap?
blonde
Wait,
hair.
wait. Why is she
Oh.
trying to snap on Paris?
No, I
She
like
does
the
that.
long
Woman,
hair.
this white girl has come out of prison. Changed her life.
That's right.
Yeah.
Amen.
You know what I'm saying?
How
She's
about
not in
that?
the news.
Yeah.
But
She's an emotional C blocker.
Wow.
I don't know if you know that.
Sorry.
Remember, Paris was going to go to Darfur. She's going to help the world.
But
Right.
back to Paris,
didn't
she
make it,
comes
but she
down the
was going.
stairs, and when she came down the stairs, we were actually trying on her Grammy dress, like holding it up.
Remember that
and
vintage
being like,
couture one?
"Ew,
You guys don't
it's so-"
disappoint. No.
And then she
It'd
walks
be
down
like
the
if
stairs.
Dag was eating a bucket of fried chicken and I came
yes.
downstairs. Like,
Yes.
it just does not.
racist.
I'm saying
friend.
it does not disappoint.
We all
The
know
stereotype
that.
does not
We all know that
disappoint.
Adam is a bigot. Are you guys really this gay when you're off the air? Because I heard a rumor.
I'm
I heard
gayer.
a rumor that because you came in the studio and you said to me, "Hey, what's up, man?"
Oh, yo.
Did you not? Did you not say that?
Totally, man. For sure, dude.
And I pushed my
Totally.
bitch to the
Yeah,
side.
man. And I was like holding my junk. And
Do
I was
we
like, yo.
have the actual interview? Do we have the clip?
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
a professional.
First of all,
I'm a
let's hear what
professional.
Paris has to say about our dear friend, Adam Carolla.
What do you think of Adam Carolla?
Yeah, give us your take on him, because people love him, people hate him. I love him.
I love him. I think he's funny. I think he has a great personality. He makes people laugh. People.
He doesn't know who I am.
She has no idea.
He has a charisma about him. I like
This is
that.
like Sarah Palin talking about
If you had
Africa.
one question you could ask him, what would that question for Mr. Adam Carolla be from
Who are
Miss
you?
Paris?
Hi, Adam. What's up? I don't really know what to ask you, so since I love animals, I'll ask you, do you have any pets?
Why did you play monkey sound? Why did you play monkey sound?
Take a moment and think.
I love monkeys. I love to pet them and love them.
How's your monkey?
Isn't she great, though? So she had a genuine question for you.
She told everyone that she was going to stop using the silly, stupid voice.
Mm-hmm.
Remember when she got out of prison? Yeah, she told Larry King.
Wow. But the thing about Paris was she really was like a cool party girl that you would want to hang out with. Like,
I've
you
actually
instantly got it.
I've actually hung out
She's
with
a
her.
fun girl, right?
Back in the day. She was cool. Her and her sister.
Yeah, Nikki's great as well. Like, Paris was, like, even our camera guy called us, like, an hour later and was like, dude, was I the only one who was so surprised how cool Paris was? Like, after the interview, she took us upstairs, showed us a private nightclub with stripper poles and a chandelier.
Is her house really like that?
Yes.
Oh my gosh, her house was beautiful.
There's a stripper pole upstairs?
Yes, but it's really like a glamorous and tasteful stripper pole.
She has a nightclub.
You know?
See, after we were done with the interview, we'll get back to the interview, but after we were done, she was totally into us, and we were into her, and she was like, let me show you my house, let me take you upstairs and show you my club and my new recording studio.
Yeah, she was like, isn't this horny? Because that's her new word.
Horny is the new word.
It's not hot.
It's the new hot?
You're like, oh my God.
So you say, Adam, you look so horny right now.
I love that hat. It's so horny. I'm so glad you didn't do your hair today.
All right, guys,
and when she walked by me,
David, you're so horny.
Dad, you're looking horny.
I reject that comment. Bye-bye.
Dad, come on, you're horny right
Don't
now.
leave me. You're too horny.
Hold on. Dad can't handle the gays. He has to go rehearse his dance.
Oh, yeah, go get those ballet
Put those
slippers.
capicios on and then codpiece.
my dance belt. How
Yeah.
dare you?
And for the record, Dancing with the Stars is like watching the bulges for the gays. That's what we call it. Watch the stars bulge. Okay?
You're going to be sucking your junk
What is your name?
You don't know who I am.
Take that back.
I will never. I will be looking at your bulge. I will be checking which side it's hanging. I will. I will,
He
David.
dresses to the right, I'll tell you that. Politically leans to the left, but
let you down.
Okay.
That's what I vote on.
Something in the trunk. Oh,
But also, you know, Paris was...
Daddy's packing.
Oh, spank me, Daddy.
Poppy's got wood.
Sorry,
It's
Paris.
fun, isn't
yes.
it?
It's like a
Shut up, Alex. I'm talking.
madhouse in here. Paris was really, really a genuine girl that I really liked, and we gifted her through the whole interview, which was hysterical because we gave her jewelry, and she's wearing a $150,000 bracelet.
Literally, we give her like a couple $1,000 worth of necklaces.
I like that you didn't front load the gifts, but instead you time released them like a capsule.
Yes, much like a good value.
Yes.
It's time release.
And you
What
get
was the best gift you guys think?
Oh my God! Wait!
Them leaving.
Oh, no, Adam.
Look out like a surgeon. Like a surgeon.
For like 45 minutes after the interview with no cameras and nothing, just in our nightclub and telling us how horny we were and we're so hot.
We were like two gay fairies buzzing around her. Like we love Paris Hilton. So. So one of the gifts we gave her was a trip to the Riviera
In Palm Springs.
in Palm Springs.
Like a new beautiful hotel. It's gorgeous.
No reaction.
She
And
could
I
have
was like,
given-
Paris, I just gave you a free trip to a hotel that you
Presidential
will
suite.
never stay at. Give me a reaction, you know, because
But
she has
her
millions.
whole life is that, right?
Yes.
I mean,
She's like, do I
hard.
get the whole hotel?
Life is one long gifting suite.
Yeah,
Yes.
she did respond to the Salber American that we gave her.
Oh,
she
she
was like,
loved
"Oh,
that.
I like
Oh, yeah. How
clothes
could you
because you know
not?
she doesn't get lots of clothes for free. Well, dresses.
Why?
Right.
Another
She doesn't
question.
get clothes for free?
A little,
she
well,
does.
it's probably a little different than our childhood, where
What kind
we're
of
like at
crazy
the
world are we living
we're at the
in?
7-Eleven and we're getting the large Slurpee, and they're like, you mean I get the Dodgers Davy Lopes cup and I can walk out with there with it? Hell yeah!
Either that or you wearing your brother's cleats.
Only 99 cents.
yeah.
But we
I love
also,
Slurpees.
also in the middle of the interview, her dog walked by me, and it's a really cute dog called Harajuku Bitch. And
Hey,
I pick it up.
Harajuku bitch.
I pick it up and I put it on my lap, and I'm like, I love this dog. And then I'm like, Paris, do you smell it? And she said, that's my perfume, fairy dust.
Duh.
And I said, oh, no, I like that. I smell dog poop. And I lift up the dog, and it had crapped all over me.
Harajuku bitch feces on
That
you.
is awesome.
Paris poop. I kept it. I didn't wash it. The other question we asked
We're
Paris
using it still.
on high school, we said, you know, Hollywood's a lot like high school. I always
Right.
say that.
Right.
And Adam, you're sitting at like the funny alternative table, and I'm a guest at your table.
You're not the drama nerds,
No.
but
Thank
you're
you.
like, you know.
You're like the funny guys. You know, you're sitting with Jimmy at the table in high school. So I asked Paris.
Jimmy's like the fat, chubby guy that's really funny and cute. Not fat, chubby.
Paris,
Chubby. Not
it's-
chubby, he's just not small.
Husky?
Husky. Big
He's
bone.
the funny guy, Lynn. Just leave it at funny.
guy, yes, sir.
Wow.
Paris, if Hollywood's like high school, what is your role? And she had this to say.
He's a big fat pig.
Whoa!
Alex and I love to say that Hollywood is much like high school, and Alex and I's role would be as the really cool gay guys that hang out with all the really hot chicks.
question,
Yes.
guys.
What would your role, Paris? What would your role be in this high school?
I would be definitely the leader.
I like
and the
Pats.
cheerleader.
You're so a cheerleader.
I love that the
It's a
interview is
lighter.
basically just me talking to her.
She sounds like a mildly retarded child on
No, she is not retarded.
Let me ask you this:
guys, sit
don't
down.
you feel like
awesome.
if a lap dog could talk?
Wow.
Don't you feel that would be about where it would be?
I just pooped on Alex.
No, because here's my take on it, Adam. I meet a lot of celebrities in Hollywood. And
We do, because we're big stars.
And when you meet a celebrity, it's kind of like meeting, the most popular person in school. They're either
Right.
going to be really cool or you're going to be really let down.
Right.
And Paris was
She
cool.
didn't disappoint.
No, she gave us what we wanted. Like, we were playing around in that living room, like I was going to pretend to steal a bunch of stuff, and I could see the camera, and she's up getting her makeup done, clearly watching us and listening to us on the monitors. So she knew what we were about, and she gave it to us. Like, she came posing down the stairs. She looked in the mirror, and she's like, that mirror is so gorgeous. That is the most beautiful mirror I've ever seen.
But
and I
if
was like,
you-
you know what? It is the most
But
beautiful
if
mirror.
you pop over unannounced, you're going to hear the pump of a shotgun.
Well, she's Paris. She doesn't take guests.
I like what you're
unannounced.
saying. Like all popular people, she knew how to deliver what you guys wanted.
Yes.
Exactly.
She
and,
was Paris.
and
Who's the
her
biggest
people were
letdown?
never mean to us. Not
Never.
once.
And they
even
could
though we
have,
rescheduled twice and we were just a measly radio show and she was like flying
Measly? This is the Adam Carolla
she's
show.
flying to like London and New York and I'm trying to fit in a half an hour.
Yes.
You know?
Which we took about an hour and a half, and she was great
And
with it.
she's not making money with you guys.
No, she did it for free.
She did.
She gave us video and audio
She
so you guys
invited
can
us
see
back
video.
again. Okay, we're gonna
Who's
do a
your
night
biggest
out with her.
letdown? Give it up.
My
Who's your
biggest letdown
Celebrity
was that.
letdown.
Oh, my biggest celebrity letdown.
Yeah, that
Robert
to
Downey
me-
Jr.
Robert Downey
Really?
Jr.
Yeah, Robert
or
Downey Jr.
Denise Richards.
Oh, well, I did see side of her boob, but it didn't do anything for me. Yeah.
Robert Downey Jr. is a really funny, interesting
I know,
guy.
but I saw him.
Not
we
at
did
a press junket.
No, there was like
Did he
6.
climb in your window late at night
Well,
several
I
years ago?
hoped he would,
took
but
all
no, that
my
was
coat.
Bruce
He was
Valanche.
tired.
Yeah,
Yeah.
totally.
By the way, you can see video. It was shot by
Yes.
our own David. It's on our site.
Oh my gosh.
Love you,
Lynn
Dave.
and Alex, LARagmag.com is where you go for all the celebrity gossip.
And the Pussycat doll Nicole Schlesinger's boobie, her nipple slip, today on the website. It's huge. It's like a brownie fell out of her dress.
Ooh, Ariolios.
Before you guys go, is there any? What is the biggest? Because I'm sure even among gossip columnists, there's a story that's out there that people are whispering about. What is that story?
Hugh Jackman being gay.
Oh, really? Why would anyone think that?
I don't know. I just heard a little.
I'm just going to say he works out at the gym every day for 30 minutes. That's weird, ladies.
No, but what's really weird is when a trainer there nonchalantly says, "Oh yeah, that's his boyfriend."
Really?
Whispers.
These are the opinions of LARagmag.com and not CBS Radio.
I would argue, too, if you're trying to stay in the closet, you don't host the Tonys 3 years running, by the way.
We also, real quick, have a gift from Paris Hilton to Teresa Strasser, a signed bottle of her beautiful fairy dust perfume. What does it say, Teresa?
To Teresa, misspelled. Heart, Paris Hilton.
It's Teresa. It's much more fabulous. And you also have a beaut bag, custom made by Paris Hilton for you, Teresa Strasser.
Thank you.
No, maybe I wasn't listening. It smells like Chihuahua crap.
No,
it doesn't.
It smells like wealth and affluence and glamour all mixed in one
With
bottle.
top notes of Chihuahua crap.
We'll take ourselves a quick break. Dag, you want to hang in? We'll
I wanna
gangbang
hang
the
in,
news.
David.
No, we're freeing the studio of the gays. We're leaving the brothers.
Oh, it's gonna stink in here then.
just
We
like
can only
Prop 8
handle
in here.
one
It's just
repressed
like
group
Prop
at
8
a
in here.
time. Lynn and Alex, LA
No on
Ragmag.
8, guys.
News
Come on.
next.
No on 8.
When I say webcast, you say Wednesday. Webcast.
Wednesday.
All right, you look like a real dork talking to your computer monitor there. This is 97.1 FM Talk online. Welcome to the all-new Jammin' 97.1 Jams. Your music for L.A. Daddy Yankee, Pitbull, Flo Rida, Chris Brown, Obituary, and Slayer. This is the new Jammin' 97.1 Jams. L.A.'s awesome new station. Hip-hop, reggaeton, and death metal.
Blankets 101, Thursdays at 5.
If all women were ball-busting bitches, I'd go gay.
Now, to keep you entertained, here's Tim Conway Jr.
You got ADD, ADHD? What do you got working?
No, I am a doctor who tests people who have ADD and ADHD.
Oh, I should come
So-
see you.
Yes. You know what? I actually live right across the street from the studio, so I would come and test you for free.
Oh wow, maybe we'll do that one night. Now, what are some of the main, like the top 3 questions you would ask somebody?
I was going to say it's a whole comprehensive test we do. But yeah, it's a lot of, are you focused? Can you focus? Are you not focused? Is it, can you concentrate for more than, 10 or 12 minutes on some kind of task? And for adults and children, it's very different. Children sometimes are very
Jerry,
irritable.
that's my hot dog.
Yeah.
You had the chips. Seriously, dude, don't eat those. All right. We thank you for calling, baby.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, there she goes. I have no idea what she said. It sounds like she had it, though, didn't it?
Yeah, that was something. That was something that needs medication.
Oh, Babu.
The Tim Conway Jr. Show. Weeknights at 8 on 97.1 SoCal's FM talk station.
Are you frustrated because people don't take you seriously?
I would like a large...
And I need you to stay out of my way. Imagine how your life would be if you could talk just like your favorite radio DJ.
Good morning. It's John St. John with your most morning music.
Now you can. Thanks to John St. John's Talk Like Me and You'll Succeed home study cassette.
The forecast calls for beautiful skies on your Tuesday.
In just 6 weeks, you could sound just like John St. John.
Coming up, a back-to-back continuous 20 in a row, unbelievably long block of music.
Listen to what it did for this loser.
Yeah, I'd like a bowl of continuous soup with non-stop crackers.
Wow, you sound just like that John St. John. I'm impressed by your manhood.
What a guy!
Order yours today.
I would like a burger with the most pickles and the widest variety of ketchup.
Yeah, that's great, but do you want fries or not?
Call 1-800-JOHN St. John St. John right back at you today.
97.1.
You're watching Webcast Wednesdays with Adam Carolla. 97.1 FM Talk.
When I say webcast, you say Wednesday. Webcast.
Wednesday.
All right, you look like a real dork talking to your computer monitor there. This is 97.1 FM Talk.
$5 off your purchase of any 2 entrees. It might not balance the trade deficit, but it will help you balance your budget. Only at Macaroni Grill.
This is the Adam Carolla Show, webcast live at adamcarolla.com. Waitresses, listen all week for your chance to win cash. From the guys who brought you Waiting comes the saucy new sequel, Still Waiting. When the old Shenanigans crew opens up a Tata's Wing Shack next door, the battle is on. Even more outrageous, raunchy, and raw than the first time around. Still Waiting is available on unrated DVD now. Now back to the Adam Carolla Show.
Speaking of DVDs, I'm signing my jackets as we speak, so you may want to go FedEx, people. That's all I'm saying. David Allen Greer, Dag, my main man in studio, Dancing with the Stars. I say the sleeper, the dark horse, if you will. Tempe, Arizona, tomorrow through Sunday. And by the way, his beautiful Kim Johnson, his dance partner, they go with you. You understand? They're like, they're your ward. If you go, I'm going out of town, they go with you.
She's never seen snow.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, she'll see it in oh, no, she won't.
Teresa, I got to talk to you. I'm just saying I want to do something just for old time's sake, if you don't mind.
What kind of something?
Well, when we get to it. You just go ahead. Sorry, man.
Oh, no, not snoring.
No, I'm just saying, because...
How do you know it's snoring?
I was just guessing.
He has so many gifts in his bag of tricks.
Yeah, what is it, like a... Wow.
Like
is
he's
that
a one-trick pony?
Yeah.
I didn't mean that to be derogatory.
Really? Well, you know what is weird? I noticed when Lynn and Ken and Alex
Lynn
were
and
like,
Alex.
you kept going, you guys still gay? Yeah, ours hating. How about Paris Hilton's
That's just confusing.
How about we do some news?
Just downright confusing.
No, Adam, you guys asked me to stay, and she attacked me.
Don't say you guys.
Okay. Well, let's go to news then. Let's go right to it.
Teresa Strasser with
Can't wait for
tomorrow's
news.
Today.
Right to it.
On Monday, a 14-year-old.
Sorry.
Try to enjoy it like...
It's a arm wake. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
You like a rape?
Oh!
You like me just sit back? Don't
you
fight
use
it,
the
because it'll
R
hurt more.
word. That's like the N word for women. It's the R word. Is it really like... Okay, go ahead.
Sometimes that's the only way to get people to hear you.
Well, okay,
Really?
enjoy it like a rape, but it's a gang rape, and this is the last guy.
I'm not saying it.
Do you
So
know
it's
what
almost
I'm saying?
over. I can know it's almost over.
That's what I'm saying.
Hold on. Wait a minute, Adam. A carload of new guys just pulled up. It's not really over.
You said that was the light at the end of the tunnel, not a carload full of new guys.
The tunnel part is right. No light.
Yeah. Sorry, you got through the Bloods. We got the Crips now.
Okay, go.
Did you know a chimp attacked its owner's friend?
Sad, yeah.
Why? I wanted to get a chimpanzee when I was in junior high school.
Mm-hmm.
They cost $900, and they were for sale in Detroit because I called a pet shop. But when I'm serious. When I was 13 and I went to the library and I read everything, it was $900, and I asked the guy, "What do I feed him? Oatmeal and brown bananas." And I didn't have $900.
But
That's
isn't
why
that
I
for like a
don't have
spider monkey? That's not for a
This
full-blown
was
chimp.
a chimpanzee back in 1968. You could get anything.
We made a huge mistake in this country by butting up every truck driver and every sitcom with a chimp and making a friendly chimp everywhere we went. When we somehow realized that these, first off, you ever see their teeth?
Chimps,
they got some big old sharp fangs on there. They have the strength of 10. Yeah, the strength of 10 men, and they ain't your best buddy. And I don't want to hang out with anything that snaps.
We got. It's Tarzan that messed us up with the
Tarzan screwed us up, and then BJ and the Bear drove it home.
Right,
literally drove it home.
Go ahead,
Well,
Terry.
this chimp Travis.
My God, it's not funny. What's the chimp's name? Sorry. What's the chimp's name? Gang rape's almost over. Last guy just tapped in.
The sad thing is, the rape whistle's in my purse, but I can't get to it. It's like just out of reach. I'm trying to reach it, and I should have told somebody where I was going. I shouldn't have just gone home with him.
And plus, the rape whistle, if you think about
It's
it.
right. I can almost reach it.
Higher likelihood of the cops hearing it or more guys looking for a rape? Because I've been there, heard that rape whistle before and been like, hey!
There must be a rape.
And what would Evander Holyfield say? Evander Holyfield? $11, right?
When you banned the Holyfield?
The Holyfield. Okay, go ahead, man. Go ahead. I'm sorry. I just want to do it for old time. That's all.
Travis was agitated.
Dang it, he should wake up for the news. He's doing the news. Dag, what's it sound like when you make love to a woman, by the way? Give us just a little taste of what that might sound like.
Oh, really? Wow, I guess we know whose side you're on.
So, let's just say, when you're alone with Kim Johnson and Tempe this weekend.
Go.
Wait, here's what... I got the whistle and the chimp noise.
Now I'm fooling around with the clamp on my purse, but I can't quite get it, but I know the whistle's in there.
I'm done now. I just want to do it for old times. Go ahead, baby. You got it in the clear.
I'm not falling for it.
No, it's real.
What you do is you wait, and then you lull me into a false sense of safety.
News time. He's away from his mic. He's a man of his word. He's a gentleman.
Bill, just let me get to the clip.
Go ahead. No. Go ahead.
Cut his mic. Cut his mic.
Go ahead. Here, look.
Cut his mic.
I turned it off. See? It's off.
Thank you, Bill. Here's a 911 call. After Travis, a 14-year-old 200-pound pet chimpanzee, flipped out and attacked his owner's friend in Stamford, Connecticut.
Stanford 911, where's your emergency?
Oh, this is Sandy. 221, look.
What's the problem?
Send the police.
What's the problem there?
The chip killed my friend.
What's wrong with your friend?
You can't do the math on the chip killed my friend?
What's the problem with your friend?
Stop yelling.
What's the problem with your friend? I need to know.
With a gun.
Who has a gun?
Please, hurry up. He's killing my girlfriend.
Don't they have I thought they had technology where you can see the person's address. They don't?
They're supposed to. Look, if you call up and make a prank call, they'll find you. So they have that technology. I was saying it in the 7 o'clock. Just roll the cruiser. Tell the cruiser to turn the rollers on and hit the road. How much detail do you really need to get into?
The chip's owner was trying to stab Travis with a butcher knife and hit him with a shovel to stop him from attacking her friend. To no avail. Finally, she gets through to the 911 guy.
41 Rock Raymond Road. They're saying someone has a gun and trying to kill somebody.
Guy?
They're on the way, but I need to give you more information. Who's doing this? Who has the gun?
Who's doing this?
The gun. You gotta kill this chimp.
It's her fault for yelling, bring the guns,
What's the problem
over
there?
and over again.
I need you to talk to me. I need you to calm down. Why do you need somebody there?
What?
But what if she's being attacked?
What is the problem?
He's killing my friend.
Who's killing your friend?
My chimpanzee.
Oh, your chimpanzee is killing your friend.
Is he calling Luis Guzman? Who is this guy? He sort of sounds like Tracy Morgan and Luis Guzman.
It's just really sad.
It is, but it's... Dang, it is sad. Please.
It's very sad.
And then the cops had to come and shoot it, although... I do, being a cop would suck and be a hassle, and you have to write out chicken-ass tickets for no front license plate and all that kind of stuff. But emptying your Glock into a chimp, that would be one of the perks of the gig. I mean, if you think about it. You know what I mean?
If I was having sex with Scarlett Johansson, I'd retire.
Dag is not okay. He can't stop laughing.
There's David Guzman. There's Louis Guzman, by the way. But shooting a wild animal would be a fun part. You know, dog went south.
You guys didn't really tell the whole story. See, when I did Return to Me, we worked in a zoo.
Mm-hmm.
We worked with the gorillas, but the chimpanzees were in the enclosure next to us. And I'm telling you, their temperament is like really strong, steroided midgets on crack.
We worked with Bonaducci for over a year.
Right, but I'm saying they're like on speed. I mean, when you would walk by, this one chimp would look at me and all the hairs on his head would go straight out.
Really?
All over his body. And I was like, is he happy? He's like, no.
This is David Duchovny and Minnie Driver returning?
Yes, do not. Everyone knew at the zoo, do not mess with the chimps. One chimp stood on the other chimp's shoulders. They looked through the keyhole. They watched a guy in the zoo where he put his keys, then the combination, and the monkeys figured it out and got out. I'm not kidding you. Don't mess with chimps.
I got to tell you, all that part where they're like, they're almost as smart as we are. I don't like that part. I like the part that my dog is dumb as the crap that comes out of her ass.
Thank you.
I don't like the part where I don't want to be competing in the brains department with my pet.
But this chimp stole the keys. Isn't that part of the story, Teresa? Stole the keys and let himself out. Like, he unlocked the door, drove downtown. I mean, you don't want to
They're worse than the gorillas?
Yeah, because the gorillas are cooler. The gorillas are much more even temperament.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they were more people-like. They weren't on edge. Go ahead. Sorry.
Now, as to the nature of the victim's injuries,
Mm-hmm.
the New York Daily News is reporting that 55-year-old Charla Nash was so disfigured that a cop on the scene mistook her for a man, telling the dispatcher he's got no face.
Yeah.
She has also serious injuries to her neck.
No
and hands.
No Marcus at Queensberry with the chimps either. You know what I mean? They go right for the face, and if you're a dude, they go right for the sack. They don't mess around.
Well, according to reports,
it's literally jungle warfare.
It's very sad.
The owner of Travis, a 70-year-old woman named Sandra Harold, says that he was upset. Travis was upset that day, so she had given him some tea containing Xanax.
Mm-hmm. Wow. The chimp went nuts. And then the cop shot the chimp when they got there?
Shot and killed him.
They shot him a bunch of times, man.
Oh, listen, one bullet's not enough. And by the way...
He staggered back in the house and then collapsed.
Really?
Yeah,
Yes.
Wow.
But I told you about the other chimp.
It was a hail of gunfire.
Yeah. Dude, who attacked the owner and bit his penis and scrotum off and ate it.
Just a couple... He ate it?
Well, what are you going to do with it? I mean, you only got two choices. Swallow or spit. Does it matter? I don't think so.
I don't know. Did Tyson eat Ebanders here and he just spit it out?
That's. Did they say part? I think they found part. He didn't eat all of it.
Let's ask him.
Will Ebander Holyfield?
No.
So the New York Daily News spoke to Travis's former owner. Oh, it's so sad.
Where were these people live? Where did you live?
Stamford, Connecticut.
And you can own a monkey in Stamford?
He was an actor. He was in a lot of commercials.
That's true.
You might have worked with him.
That's true. I have.
So she, when she spoke to the New
Made
York
more
Daily
money
News,
than Tommy Davidson in the last 10 years. I'll tell you that right now.
Man, it's cold in
Very generous. Very generous.
she's mourning the death of her beloved chimp, and she also, of course, expressed concern for her friend. She said of Travis, "He was all I had." She painfully recounted how she stabbed her 15-year-old chimp with a butcher knife.
Did she ever talk about the friend who got the face ripped off?
More about the chimp. She added, "To do what I did, it was the worst thing in the world." She's a widow whose only daughter died in a car accident. She says, "He was my kid. I never left the house without kissing him goodbye."
Well, she shouldn't have let the chimp drive. That was number one. So he caused the accident. Look.
Wait, where's the decision? Monkey, kid. I'm going to go with the
kid
chimp.
died.
I'm gonna
You
get a
got to
chimp.
stab your monkey.
That was all she had, and she had to stab her monkey and hit him with a shovel.
By the way, you know how Ebander Holyfield? You know how you know Ebander's the baddest man on the planet?
Will Ebander Holyfield?
Rebander. First off, he agreed to fight Mike Tyson. It's like, you want to fight Mike Tyson? Okay. And then Mike Tyson literally bit part of his ear off, and then 3 months later, like, you want to fight Tyson again? Okay.
And he beat him. And he was going to beat him, man.
He did, but the point is he was cool with it.
Wow.
Like, yeah,
He's a
we'll
warrior,
fight. We'll
man.
fight
He's one
again.
of the great- You forget when the guy paraglided into the ring.
Fan man.
Yes, you forget about that.
Now, as to your question about whether it's legal or not to have a chimp,
That was Rick Bowe, but go ahead.
the Connecticut Department of Environmental Protection admits to turning a blind eye and allowing Sandra Harold to keep her chimp despite a state law that was created because of the chimpanzee's 2003 escape. State law bans people from keeping primates weighing more than 50 pounds as pets.
What did he do in 2003?
He
But
escaped.
50 pounds, most dogs, my dog's 120 pounds.
But that's primates, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Cannot have a primate over 50 pounds in the state of Connecticut.
Yeah. It's the opposable thumb thing.
Teresa, do you notice anything different in your news thing? Some people can change, that's all I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
This gives us all hope.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
I'm not going to get too comfortable.
You should, because
don't
you
get
know
soft.
why? There's a different guy in here. His name's not Dag, his name's David. I just want to apologize.
And he's going to be wearing Capezios in about 20 minutes.
How dare you! With my insoles, because my archers.
You know what I really like, David?
What? Thanks a
do.
lot. I like Terry.
On to sports.
Where's her sound effect, Mr. I Take
That was
Sides?
it.
Really?
Yankees third baseman Alex Rodriguez says he appreciates the support through what he calls a stupid mistake. He held a press conference yesterday to discuss his admission that he used performance-enhancing drugs.
I knew we weren't taking Tic Tacs. You know, I knew that it was...
Got Valanche punching up the
potentially could be
script.
something that perhaps was wrong, but I really didn't get into the investigation, perhaps like I would have. I mean, I wouldn't imagine thinking of doing something like that today, obviously. It's a different world, it's a different culture. But again, when you're 24 and you're 25 and you're curious and you're ignorant,
I've never heard those two.
you know, there's a lot of things you really don't tell a lot of people.
When
and
you're
that's that.
smart and you're
you don't want to
stupid.
share everything you do with the public or whatnot, and that was just one of those things that I really decided not to share with anyone.
So that was way back in 04.
Yeah.
Totally
Well,
different
I understand. He sounds like a husband trying to explain an affair.
Right.
But you know, when you're young and stupid, naked people around.
Right. That was last weekend.
4 times champion. Sometimes you do things.
Look, how... David Allen Greer.
Sir.
Doing Dancing with the Stars. Teresa, if someone said, here's a pill, it'll make you 25% better at your job.
I'll take it.
You'd take it. And if someone said, there's a pill that could make me 25% funnier, I know that sounds impossible.
I will take it.
But I would take it. Of course I would take it. And especially when the guy who's on the mound, the guy who's pitching has taken the pill. Then I just need the pill to stay even with the rocket, right?
But here's the part that I don't like about this whole thing. They asked Alex Rodriguez to come and talk to them. They said it would be completely confidential. We will never reveal your name. This conversation will not be revealed. We just want you to participate. He did that, and now they're biting him in his ass. So
well, it was a confidential test, and I guess somebody got hold of the records of the
FBI.
test of like the 120-something. I thought it was a SI person, but anyway.
the same thing. FBI SR.
That's true.
INF.
Either way,
CDS.
somebody got hold of it, and he was the biggest name on that list. Now, maybe other names will come out as well.
Wow.
We don't know.
Adam Carolla.
It'd be nice.
Wow.
Roseanne Barr's been blogging about Chris Brown. Now, a lot of celebrities have decided to stay safely on middle ground when asked to comment on the Chris Brown and
Everyone
Rihanna
acts like they
situation.
have a project in the pipeline with Chris Brown.
I just wish them both, to be on the record, Teresa, I just wish them both well.
Are you praying for both of them?
Yeah, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Back on their feet.
Do you think it's right what he did?
No comment. I'm just here for this Soul Train Comedy Award.
They're both good kids?
Oh, good. I love them both.
Praying
Damn,
for
like
both
my
of them?
kids. They're all I got.
Praying for both of them.
Yeah.
All right, Roseanne, not praying?
Terrence Howard said, "It's just life, man. Chris is a great guy. He'll be all right. And Rihanna knows he loves her. You know?
Oh, boy.
They'll be all right." Now, he later took that back.
Oh, boy.
Roseanne Barr does not have a problem.
Wait a minute. Do they have him say, let me take that back?
He claimed he didn't know what had really happened when he said it.
All right.
So
He thought it was a light beating.
right. A shove. A menacing shove.
Roseanne Barr does not have a problem speaking her mind. In a recent blog entry, she says, "Chris Brown's lies and excuses make me want to beat the crap out of him. He uses the language of the perpetrator just like every sleazy bastard who ever smacked his wife, kid, mother, or girlfriend around uses. You dirty bastard, I hope you go to prison for 10 years. It's your fault, a-hole."
She's a very volatile combination of
I like Roseanne.
rich, tons of FU money, fat, postmenopausal,
Not anymore.
husky, postmenopausal, and crazy, and has a lot of abuse in her past. So she can say whatever she wants about whatever she wants, whenever she wants to say it, and no one can say a goddamn thing. I like that.
I wonder, did Rosie do a posting?
Rosie O'Donnell?
Yeah.
She hasn't been video blogging in a while.
Okay.
I am gay.
Other than that, I don't know how that's related to the Chris Brown thing.
I think her variety show may have taken a little of the wind out of her sail.
I think so.
So
Yeah.
I'm a lesbian.
Roseanne Barr also blogged, "As for all the mealy-mouthed Hollywood and music scene chicks that can't bring themselves to condemn a misogynistic bully, let me say this. Your time as whores for propaganda is ending, bitches."
Wow.
Did she say whores for propaganda?
Yep.
Is ending bitches. Wow.
Your time as whores for propaganda is ending, bitches.
That's a T-shirt.
Well, no one knows what to say, so they just wish everyone well, and they work God
bless.
into it.
God bless.
Prayers and thoughts
It's
with
a hard time. We send our prayers out.
Right.
I hope Osama gets back on his feet.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Meanwhile, as Lynn and Alex alluded to earlier, the Smoking Gun has discovered that Terrence Howard was, in fact, arrested in 2001 for assaulting his estranged wife, Lori McComas. It began with a telephone argument during which Terrence allegedly told Lori, "Don't disrespect me by hanging up on me or I'll come over and hurt you." But she did just that, hanging up and calling 911. While she was on the phone with a police dispatcher, Terrence Howard showed up and started breaking down the door.
But did they arrest him before he got in?
Well, I think his brother showed up and stopped the attack. He ran over to Lori's house after he saw Terrence go storming out of their house and over to Lori's. When police arrived, Terrence admitted, "I broke the door down and hit my wife."
Ooh, okay.
Despite the various charges he could have faced, Terrence Howard ended up pleading guilty to disorderly conduct. No word what his sentence was. And by the way, Terrence and Lori divorced in 2003 but remarried in 2005. They're currently separated. I'm Teresa Strasser. That's the news. This is my dream. You're not going to take my dream away from me.
Tomorrow's news. Today, Teresa Strasser. CNN.
A bigger crime was him and Iron Man. Horribly miscast, sort of distracting and weird, and no one ever brings it up. Everyone's like, Iron Man, best movie of 2008, Robert Downey Jr., awesome. The whole Terrence Howard part was a weird call. It was bad casting.
Yeah, but he's a hot black actor, but they cut him out of Iron Man too.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
his temperament was all
They
wrong.
replaced him with Don Cheadle.
Yeah.
Really?
Yes.
And he signed for the sequel.
Because it was so bad in the first one?
He's a good actor, but limited in range.
But when it's the biggest movie of the year and that guy's horrible in it, how come no one brings that part of it up?
I just wish him well. I just want the best for him.
Well, they did,
but
but
he's a good guy.
He's a good guy.
He got swept up in the box office mojo.
God bless.
Well, God bless him. You know.
I did. My wife got pissed at me the other night because I told her I was going to punch her.
Pray for her.
I would be pissed too.
You would?
Yeah, it's not funny.
But what if you never punched anyone in your life?
It's still a violent thing to
Did
say.
you really
I don't
say
like
that?
that at
Yeah.
all. I don't like that.
I told her I was going to punch her, yeah.
It's a very violent thing to say.
Have you ever hit a guy, Teresa?
I've thrown a frozen pizza.
Oh, really? You never punched a dude that you were dating?
No.
And said, "I will kick your butt."
No.
If you don't give me some right now.
To be fair, T dates 300-plus pounders, so it's not like they would know it.
Dated. The woman's
It's-
spoken for now.
It's not like it's like they would feel it a week from the time she punched him.
Right.
It takes that long to get to the brain.
It's very difficult to
loser
assault Steve
comedians.
Agee.
It really is.
God bless him.
Like a hibernating bear.
Well, hope he makes it out alive.
It's a sweet, sweet man.
All right, let's take ourselves a break. Dag, you want to hang out?
I got stuff to do.
The hang out, brother. Monica Palumbo, Miss Sprint Cup, a hot chick.
Miss Sprint Cup.
That's right.
Is that what's Sprint? What's Sprint? Is that NASCAR again?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Or it's something really gay you do in a fraternity.
Oh my God.
We'll take ourselves a quick
that's
break.
right, it is.
We'll be back.
Imagine how your life would be if you could talk just like your favorite radio DJ.
Good morning. It's John St. John with your boss morning music.
Now you can, thanks to John St. John's Talk Like Me and You'll Succeed home study cassette.
The forecast calls for beautiful skies on your Tuesday.
In just 6 weeks, you could sound just like John St. John.
Coming up, a back-to-back continuous 20 in a row, unbelievably long block of music.
Listen to what it did for this loser.
Yeah, I'd like a bowl of continuous soup with non-stop crackers.
Wow, you sound just like that John St. John. I'm impressed by your manhood.
Order yours today.
I would like a burger with the most pickles and the widest variety of ketchup.
Yeah, that's great, but do you want fries or not?
Call 1-800-JOHN St. John St. John right back at you today.
97.1.
watching Webcast Wednesdays with Adam Carolla. 97.1 FM Talk. When I say Webcast, you say Wednesday. Webcast. Wednesday. All right, you look like a real dork talking to your computer monitor there. This is 97.1 FM Talk, online. Welcome to the all-new Jammin' 97.1 Jams. Your music for L.A., Daddy Yankee, Pitbull, Flo Rida, Chris Brown, Obituary, and Slayer. This is the new Jammin' 97.1 Jams, L.A.'s awesome new station. Hip-hop, reggaeton, and death metal.
Like is 101, Thursdays at 5.
If all women were ball-busting bitches, I'd go gay.
Now, to keep you entertained, here's Tim Conway Jr.
All right, you got ADD, ADHD? What do you got working?
No, I am a doctor who tests people who have ADD and ADHD.
Oh, I should come see you.
This is the Adam Carolla Show, webcast live at adamcarolla.com. And now from the NASCAR Sprint Cup Series, Miss Sprint Cup, Monica Palumbo on the Adam Carolla Show.
And David Allen Greer as well. Monica?
Yes.
Yeah, baby. What's happening?
How are you doing?
I'm doing well. I'm looking at your Sprint phone here, and I would like to yell at my sidekick, Bald Brian, because if you examine the phone, you'll see that they actually put a little stickum on it, and it's got a little kerf on it, so it does not slide out of your hand. T, would you like to address that? See? Much better,
it's
and
got
you
a little
don't
traction.
drop it. Thank you. And aesthetically just as pleasing as the iPhone. Thank you.
No.
Monica Palumbo, how does
Tell me
one...
about that, Grandpa
How does
Carolla.
one become Miss Sprint Cup? Because I'm looking for a gig next year.
Are you? You'd be perfect in a
month.
fire suit.
next week.
No, it was just a job interview. I heard they were hiring for it, and I work through an agency out of Greensboro called Maryland's, and they called me and asked if I was interested, and I was like, yeah, sign me up. So I just went in for an interview. It's just like a normal job interview, no pageantry, swimsuit.
Monica was Miss North Carolina, and by the way, she was also Miss Congeniality.
Hey there.
That means all the
That was
other
a while ago.
contestants liked you, right?
I guess,
Or thought you were fat. Do they vote? Well, come on. We're not going to give the hottest one Miss Congeniality.
Where are you from?
That's right.
Where are you from?
I'm from Charlotte, born and raised.
So they're
Good old North Carolina. Have you ever been down here?
Yes,
or
I
over
have.
Here?
I have been to Charlotte.
I dated a guy from High Point.
High
Oh,
Point.
you
High
did?
Point.
Good old High Point.
All right.
I think I went down there to do Dawson's Creek.
Did you really?
Well,
Were
now
you
we
an extra?
can call it Dawson's Cup. No, thank you. I guest starred in an episode, an extra. Yeah, I flew myself out to North Carolina to be an extra.
I'm just kidding.
How dare
I
you?
don't think that doesn't sound very congenial.
Yeah.
That's not how you win Miss Congeniality.
That's Miss Snappy, Miss Snarky.
Making
That's
fun
what
of one's career over the radio does not sound very
Miss
congenial.
making fun of her.
You just said I was fat.
You're
So I
right.
had to come back.
That's true.
It's
You did.
relative. It's relative.
Teresa, that's like saying rape to
an
a
attack.
woman,
You're
right?
right.
I mean, just call her
Yeah,
fat.
to a woman, you know?
Yes.
By the way, Sprint has a little buy one get four. By the way, free deal.
That's right. It's for the Motorola i576 phone for $69.99 bucks. So
You get four phones?
Nice. I like it.
yeah, you can get up to 4 free. So it's really cool. It has navigation for people like me. I need navigation because I'm just a horrible driver.
Yeah. Well,
So it's really cool.
and you're going to be out at the Auto Club 500 this Sunday?
Yeah, there's actually 2 of us that are we're both Miss Sprint Cups. Hey, hey.
Well.
And she will actually be out. Her name's Anne-Marie, so she'll be out at the track all weekend.
Listen, forget her. There's only room. There's only room in my heart and trailer for one Miss Sprint Cup, and that's going to be Monica
right.
Palumbo.
Aren't you sweet?
By the
Well,
way, Paisan, right? You're an Italian gal?
yeah, I'm a Southern Italian. You know, you don't really find too many of those.
No, you don't.
I would think that would be Sicilian, but she means Southern and
Right.
Italian.
Well, like Southern as in like
North
Southeast.
Carolina.
Right.
Yeah.
And by the way, the NASCAR massive in that part of the country. As a matter of
Oh,
fact,
it's huge. Yeah, Charlotte's like the heart of NASCAR.
yeah, I mean they have like NASCAR museums every 10 feet. Probably more NASCAR museums than libraries. T.
Yeah,
Wow.
there's a NASCAR Hall of Fame they're currently building, and all the drivers live in the area. So
Yeah, I asked
it's
the guy
huge.
from High Point what you do at a NASCAR event, and
yeah.
he explained it to me. You wait for your car to come around, and then when it does, you stand up and you lift up your beer and you yell, "Give him hell, Dale!" Woo! And then you do it again, and then again.
Right, you do. And I mean, it's a fun event. Like, you have to go to really enjoy it. Some people don't understand the sport, but it's really a good time. And it's one of those where it comes around once a year, so people really do save up their money and make it like a whole weekend.
Monica, Teresa's what we call a Jew.
They have some of those in the South.
Oh, they do.
do.
Well, yes, I guess it must fly them in for tax season.
Yeah, in April, the place is lousy with Jews.
It's crawling with Jews. Then they clear out. Monica Palumbo, Miss Sprint Cup, the only Miss Sprint Cup, if you ask my heart and loins, by the way. And you can buy one, get 4 free. Look, the economy's in the crapper, and that's
Exactly.
bad news for everyone, except for if you need yourself a Sprint phone. Then it's great news.
Absolutely. We're trying to help everyone out. We know the economy's, and the crapper, like you said. So Sprint's trying to help out in any way possible. And they can download NASCAR Sprint Cup Mobile on their phone. Just text NASCAR to 7777. It's like a scanner, but on your phone for all you NASCAR fans out there. So.
Well, good luck warding off the drunken hillbillies on Sunday.
No, it does actually sound
it's
fun.
all fun.
Auto Club 500 this Sunday at the Auto Club Speedway in Fontana. Monica, great speaking to you, baby
Thank
doll.
you for having me on. You guys take care.
Good times. I liked her.
Yeah.
She's called her fat. She called me dumb. It was awesome.
Well, she called you an extra. That's rough.
She's 6'9", dude.
Flew out to Dawson. Oh, that's right, dude.
Up top.
All right, we'll take ourselves a quick break. Back to wrap it up next.
97.1 FM Talk online. Welcome to the all-new Jammin' 97.1 Jams. Your music for L.A., Daddy Yankee, Pitbull, Flo Rida, Chris Brown, Obituary, and Slayer. This is the new Jammin' 97.1 Jams. L.A.'s awesome new station. Hip-hop, reggaeton, and death metal.
Blankets 101, Thursdays at 5.
If all women were ball-busting bitches, I'd go gang.
Now, to keep you entertained, here's Tim Conway Jr.
All right, you got ADD, ADHD? What do you got working?
No, I am a doctor who tests people who have ADD and ADHD.
Oh, I should come see you.
Yes. You know what? I actually live right across the street from the studio, so I would come and test you for free.
Oh wow, maybe we'll do that one night. Now, what are like some of the main, like the top 3 questions you would ask somebody?
Well, I was going to say it's a whole comprehensive test we do. But yeah, it's a lot of are you focused? Can you focus? Are you not focused? Is it can you concentrate for more than 10 or 12 minutes on some kind of task? And for adults and children, it's very different. Children sometimes are very irritable.
That's my hot dog.
Yeah.
You had the chip. Seriously, dude. Don't eat them. All right. We thank you for calling, baby.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, there she goes. I have no idea what she said. It sounds like she had it, though, didn't it?
Yeah, that was something. That was something that needs medication.
Oh, Babu.
The Tim Conway Jr. Show. Weeknights at 8 on 97.1 SoCal's FM talk station.
Are you frustrated because people don't take you seriously? I would like a large... And I need you to stay out of my way. Imagine how your life would be if you could talk just like your favorite radio DJ.
Good morning. It's John St. John with your boss morning music.
Now you can. Thanks to John St. John's Talk Like Me and You'll Succeed home study cassette.
The forecast calls for beautiful skies on your Tuesday.
In just 6 weeks, you could sound just like John St. John.
Coming up, a back-to-back continuous 20 in a row, unbelievably long block of music.
Listen to what it did for this loser.
Yeah, I'd like a bowl of continuous soup with non-stop crackers.
Wow, you sound just like that John St. John. I'm impressed by your manhood.
Order yours today.
I would like a burger with the most pickles and the widest variety of ketchup.
Yeah, that's great, but do you want fries or not?
Call 1-800-JOHN St. John St. John right back at you today.
97.1.
oil changes as well.
When the light comes on, just come in. Pep Boys does everything for less.
Call 1-800-PEP-BOYS or pepboys.com.
Well, I want to thank DAG.
Wow. Excuse me, my name's David.
David Allen Greer is going to be at the Tempe Improv tomorrow through Sunday.
Thank you.
With his beautiful new honey bunny on his arm.
Watch it.
That's right. Dancing with the Stars. You can go to dagcomedy.com for tickets. Chris Rubio, the #1 deep snapping coach in the country.
Wow. Deep snap. I like
That's
that.
right. Showed up at 6
I
a.m.
had the deep snapper.
Chris Sailor
5 a.m.
Kicking.com. Yeah.
We did the chimpanzee.
Sam Hornish Jr.
Wow.
Auto Club 500.
Wow.
Should a company that is really known for towing you off the side of the highway be sponsoring races?
Good point.
Thank you.
Good point. Wow.
They're going to be at the Fontana Speedway this Sunday.
Wow.
Also,
Guys, brought to you by Joe's Parking Tickets.
Bruce
Come to the
Valanche,
race.
everybody. When you think NASCAR and Winston Cup truck racing, you think Bruce Valanche.
Wow.
Bruce Valanche and Jenny Bix, the Academy Awards. This Sunday, 5 o'clock on ABC.
Is it really 5? I guess it is for us, right?
For us, it is. That's
Okay.
right.
Wow. Bingo.
We say for us, you mean the blacks?
Yes.
Sorry.
It's time they know, Adam.
Lynn, I know, I'm borderline racist, but borderline.
I thought you were talking about how your hair is kinky.
Oh,
Let the people know
sorry.
that.
Yeah, I do have the nappy fro. Lynn and Alex, LARagmag.com.
Adam, you look so horny right now.
And Monica Palumbo. She can take it, but she can give it, too. That's what I like about that gal.
Wow.
Miss Sprint Cup, Auto Club 500 at the Auto Club Speedway this Sunday. And until next time, this is Adam Carolla for Teresa Strasser.
Bye, David.
Oh, boy, does he mean bye. And David Allen Greer saying mahalo. Sometimes when I'm raping you prison style, you have a little trouble filling out a check.